Holy what a great way to start out. Hi guys.
That number says it all, eh?
10. That's a decade. That's
Yeah, you were 25 and I was 16 when we started. Been such a long time. You didn't have any kids yet, and I was, I don't know, so young.
I was 40 and you were 20.
Yeah. Time flies, man. Yeah.
Wait a minute, were you 20?
Well, 21, 20. There's a pre-Trekyard little bit of time as well, so that initial start is a bit nebulous.
That's true.
Oh no, because your birthday came first. So I met you at 20 because it was your birthday.
Yeah.
It was about to be, so it was before your birthday, so before my birthday. So Stuart, how do we meet? No, I'm joking. That can be on the live. The Drunkyards, which is going to happen next Saturday, which is not this Saturday, it's next Saturday. Join in for that as we do even more reminiscing and some games and some such. That should be fun. Here we're doing a nice chill at the normal time. Will you find people?
Wow, an hour early.
At almost normal time if you find people.
I got coffee. This isn't a Drunkyard.
True. I mean, you could Irish it, but that's...
There could be anything in this cup. But there is coffee in this cup.
Imagine if it was just vodka. Imagine if the drunkest you get is on a sober live, and then you fake a Drunkyards. That'd be crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, the Drunkyards will be a good one, though, for sure. I'm hoping so, anyway.
Yeah, I've already started, and I've got quite a lot today, finding memories and images, like really going back into our archive of at least phone pictures, and I'm going to other things. And it's fun to see what, haven't done. And also, because this isn't just what we've done, this is what Trekyards as us together has led to opportunities to allow. So I've kind of expanded it a little bit. Yeah. And I wanted to kind of go into that a bit. Things I've ever been able to do because of Trekyards in the last 10 years, because it is about what we've done as a group and what we've been able to do. And
it's funny because you said you went through your phone and found memories. Every time I go through my phone, I find memories.
I'm gonna start sharing.
Memories of memories. Anyway, that sums us up in a nutshell, doesn't it, guys? All right. Anyway, thank you for joining us for this celebration. Yes, October 11th, 2014 was our very first video. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. This is an important date, I think. It's kind of the whole year has been our 10-year anniversary. We've still got more of a year to come. But this is the actual day, so we figured we'd do a live stream today and chat with you guys and just hang out and have a good time. So hit the like button if you're just joining us. There's 29 of you here, 21 likes. That is awesome. Let's get those like numbers up. And by all means, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any content. Because we got 10 years of content you can go back and watch. We've got a great back catalog, I got to say. And yeah, make sure you also check down below. There is a way to join the channel here on YouTube as well as on Patreon, Patreon/Trekyards. All that information is down in the description. By all means, check that stuff out and help us out any way you can. We really appreciate it. Super chatting during any lives or super thanksing on any video of the thousands, I don't know how many we've done. Please do that if you're watching any of our content. We really appreciate it. It all adds up and helps us out, and we without you there is no us, so we really appreciate everything you guys do. So do all those things. Make sure that you check like I said, check the description for the links to the Teespring and the TeePublic. We got some Trekyards merch if you guys want to pick some up. Love seeing them out in the wild. And yeah, more to come, I'm sure. I keep saying that. We had a whole bunch of really good ideas for those. We need to make more merch is what we need to do. But check the link, do the things. And yeah,
I'm back.
Thank you for joining us today. Oh my god, he's back.
Yes. Da-dum-dum-da-dum.
Da-dum-dum-da-dum.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get into these first few messages, which are great.
Yeah.
Sturm von Ulk, member for 48 months. It's not 10 years. At the rank of ensign. We didn't have memberships back then anyway.
True. Thank you.
Here's to 10 years of the best Trek show on YouTube. Aw. Others would disagree, I'm sure, but thank you so much.
At least you can say one of the longest lasting.
Which we absolutely are. Yeah. I think we are the longest lasting.
I mean, yeah.
We were one of the first ones, so. Dan Ben, member for 8 months at the rank of ensign, says 10 more years. Thank you, Dan. You're always here. You're a constant
stalwart
name.
Yes.
Yeah, you're always there in the chat, and we really appreciate you.
Yes.
So yes, thank you so much, guys.
Yes. Community. That's what it's about.
Yes. Classic for real throws in $10. Amazing, sir. You know what the Orion Pirate said to the Trekyards crew during the 1 decade anniversary? It's $1 a year, $1 a year. He gave us $1 for every year. Thank you so much, Classic for real. That's great.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Sean O'Sullivan. Oh my goodness. Even Sean O'Sullivan's here. €5. Happy anniversary. In the next 10, may you get a hover conversion. That way, fear of hitting moose and elk will be a thing of the past. Well, we don't have a lot of moose in my area. Mooses and elk. They're not really a thing here. Deer, yeah, but
moose eye.
And Sam doesn't know what a moose is, probably. So
I don't know. I've only seen one at your place or in America, and neither are likely.
Well, yeah, we only had 2 in the backyard that one day that we were here.
Yeah, those Yetis were not Yetis. Those Mountain Dews, very good. Just in your back garden.
The Yetis, yeah. Well, there was a Yeti there too, but he was hiding behind the tree. Didn't see him. Anyway, Jack Pownell throws in £20 and it says first super chat. So thank you. Oh, I don't trust YouTube for that anymore, but thank you.
And I never will for the death of my logic.
Right.
Thank you, though. That is absolutely incredible. Much appreciated.
Yeah. And he says, massive congratulations. Always loved your content. Well, thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
You said loved like past tense, like we're not making anymore. We've got shit to talk about. We got a new Lower Decks trailer we got to cover next week.
Yep.
Which we could have done yesterday, but yesterday I was selfish and went out to a friend's place and visited him for the day and didn't get back on time.
That's not selfish, just not the best time management. Not the same thing at all.
Well, I just made the decision to go. Thought I'd be back maybe on time, but no, didn't
and
work
in fairness,
out that way.
when No Dead Trail was going to come out.
Exactly, it came out like what 2 hours before.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't have a good amount of time to really get home and deal with it, so we'll talk about that next week.
It's okay. It's okay. But yes, Kim is back, and that is the best thing they could possibly have done.
Yes. But I gotta say, I really needed my break yesterday. I really had a good time, so I'm refreshed today.
What, good?
So I even got a haircut.
Yes.
Anyway.
You be the fresh.
Classic for real. Member for 18 months at the rank of ensign. Still an ensign. Wow.
Gosh, if everyone in this chat who's a member promoted themselves in this live, you could celebrate with us and just everyone got 1 rank. That'd be amazing. That'd be really wow. Celebrate yourselves, guys, and promote yourselves.
You've all earned it. At least one rank
least
promotion. Some of you might actually earn more. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
If everyone did that, that'd be just like the best day.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Classic for real says, here's to when it finally says member for 10 years. Oh, could you imagine? How long did membership start? That was only like 2 or 3 years ago.
No, it's more than that now because the time has passed. I can go back to our first.
But it always goes by months. Member for 48 months. It's like, holy shit.
That is true. We can determine.
Just start saying it in years, YouTube. That's like saying your child is like 127 months old or some shit.
I don't know if they're planning that level of in advance.
Well, they should.
Or it's like how Gangnam Style broke their counter because they didn't think a video could get that high, and they'd remake math.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, literally, it went over the billion because how they could get a billion, or whatever the number was. They had to rewrite the math. So at one point it was just 99999, and they'd change it, update it. They knew it was coming, and then it went over. And then I think one Taylor Swift's also got similar. So I'm scrolling back. I've done a little bit of research while I've been talking to a lovely audience. I've been intrigued, right? Because 10 years, we're still here, we're still us. Still feels like we started this yesterday, give or take, just at least our better version. But we have, you know, been here before and after all the things of many people, and I want to kind of quantify a few things. But I'm scrolling, and at least 4 years ago we were doing lives, and I'm still scrolling, so...
Well, while you're scrolling, Dan Ben says, I think I've been watching since that first Discovery asteroid teaser. The time YouTube started live vids. Yeah, and then we didn't jump on the live thing immediately. It came on a little bit after that. We're like, we should try this, and it's just been great.
Because super chats weren't a thing, and so it was 2 hours that we could have spent editing or you writing, and then it became an interesting system, and then it all snowballed, and then it's become this amazing community, which is great because we knew some of you, but it's way easier to interact with 30, 40, 50 of you on a live stream than the 5,000 people and the 300 comments, right? So it's actually easy to do this, as in terms of like getting to know you. But yes, your first live, and I was not far off. It's a Discovery Season 2 trailer. That was our first like content live. So 6 years ago, 2018. So it's been longer than you think. Discount code Trekyards for 10% off Egomorph, $60 or more.
Oh yeah. I feel so freaking old.
Let me click that link. God, if we confirm Egos is back, nice link. Egomos.com offline. Sad.
Can you guess a stranger's?
So I thought it'd be interesting to, because I wanted 10 years, right? Abstract. Irish Trekkie. Because we started before him. He hasn't made a video in 2 years, so we're 2 years past him.
I've noticed that, yeah.
So we're long since outlasted that fine gentleman.
What about the Trek Collector?
There we go. I remember it was Chris.
Yeah, Chris, yeah.
Because it's to think who have we actually outlasted is kind of interesting to think. Trekyards' last video was 4 years ago. And then Ketwalski is even longer. Yeah,
although I got to give Trek Collector credit. I didn't realize it, but he's in the What We Left Behind documentary.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. That always kicks me in the nuts when I see that. I love the guy. He's a good guy. But I'm like, we didn't get asked. We didn't... What?
We weren't at that convention.
He was at home. He was at his background behind him in that
bastard
clip.
Then. I was also... I mean, sorry, Stuart, you sold me. And I was interested because, again, we haven't done YouTube as long as lots of people, although I guess technically we both have because I'd had it before, you'd had it before, but not in the way we do it, right? So YouTube is longer. But Steve Shive's another one who's done Trek a very long time. I've scrolled back 10 years of his videos. I can't see any Trek videos, definitely no Trek videos at 10 years. So I think we out-Trek him, who's now known for Trek now, but he definitely wasn't back then.
But he hit 10 years like 2 years ago or something, and when he hit 10 years, he also had 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I don't understand his initial videos because they're just things he's doing. It's just him being a person.
That's me. That's how this started too.
Yeah.
If you go back to the earliest videos on this channel, they're my personal channel videos.
Yeah. Anyway, I believe his first Trek video was 9 years ago, remembering Leonard Nimoy. And that's not a Mr. Video. So we out Trek Steve Shives, those that know him. Obviously, we out Trek culture by a very, very long time. And how many other guys? What other YouTubers are there?
Salty Trekker. He used to be. What the hell was his name now? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. The Anti-Trekker used to be.
I mean, we know Space Doctor's way after us. We know the guy that nicks Memory Alpha a lot of the time. Lore Reloaded.
Lore Reloaded, yeah.
Again, we're long before him.
And there's Resurrected Starships, which is a very much newer channel. And we've had these people on our show. We've talked to them all. We love everybody.
Does Anti-Trekker have a channel? Because I'm Googling Anti-Trekker and nothing's coming up.
Well, it's been renamed. It's called Salty Trekker now. He just renamed his channel.
Yeah, but I did Google that and I couldn't find it either.
Maybe he's renamed it again. But yes, he still has a channel. Salty. S-T. S-A-L-T-Y.
Oh, that is not him. Or is it called...
Nerd Fights now. I think it's called Nerd Fights now.
Ah.
Look up nerd fights.
Well, it's odd that I can't find it when searching Enter. I think all his videos would be there.
I still see him making videos, so.
I'm not thing I'm googling is coming up with anything that he's done. Over there.
I know you guys watch him, so let us know.
Law Reloaded, of course, still active. Let's see how long back he was. Because it's funny if we're like years after people, as in they started years after us. Well, a lot of people jumped on the Discovery train. Of course, we were well before Discovery.
Yeah. I'm gonna read some more super chats. We got stuff to do, and you're mumbling, but people that lived. Okay, Dave Reals or Area 51.
Yes.
And $10.
Thank you.
Cap and Commander, never let them promote you or transfer you because while you're on YouTube, you can make a difference. Heck yeah, bud. Olivia, $20. Thank you, Olivia.
Can we get a little Olivia clap in the chat? Always hear Olivia.
Well, we gotta read her super chat first because then we definitely have to
pause.
applaud her because it says the reason why Trekyards is so successful isn't because of Stuart or Sam, not because of the mods, but it's because of you, the most amazing fans on YouTube. Long live Trekyards. May Sam remain a commander another 10 years. That's worth an applause right there. Yep. It's none of the credit, all of the work being a commander. And Mark Lawrence, who's amazing, as always, gifted 10 Trekyards memberships. So I'd like to welcome Trekkernaut, Gorgonzola 86, Joseph Barbato, Cold Strife, Mark Hansen, Jamie Somerville, Tim Rose, Tim McCaffrey, Olivia Julius. I thought she was already a member. And Sean O'Sullivan. Welcome you all to the channel membership. We appreciate you guys. A lot of those names I recognize. There's only one I don't. That's the Cold Strife.
Julius Olivia. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Confusing. Weird. And Deborah says, not sure if Prodigy's get a second season. Prodigy got a second season. It came out. Everyone loved it. It was fantastic.
Indeed.
Just saying.
You guys are saying a lot of great comments, and I don't have a chance to read them all, unfortunately. We'll maybe scroll back, because like Dan is saying, where was it? God, see, I just scrolled and now I lost it. What I like about Trekyards is that they include canon and non-canon and other sci-fi franchises. Yeah. And one of your early videos was this Cardassian ship with 2 secondary hulls.
Breenock.
That's the, yeah.
I was very proud because I got that. No, Hideki's a fighter. No, Breenock was because I got the model. I was like, I got the model for Armada. Yay. I got it. It worked. That was a brand new fancy thing. And Lazarinth says, so you just finished your second 5-year mission. Yes. Very well put. Now I can sympathise with Kirk as he starts his third. Yep.
Well, I'm at the age he was where he was complaining about his age in Star Trek 2, so.
And you also have glasses, so.
But I've had them my entire career.
Yes.
And you did, they weren't given to me by a good friend. I'm not going to sell them. Anyway. And those are only reading glasses. They weren't prescription glasses. So, hey, I'm just going to shoot it down every way I can.
You had that locked and ready in the barrel, didn't you?
No. Not a bad account member for 31 months at the rank of ensign. Says the Foley class refit is peak Star Trek design. It's not, though. But thank you. I appreciate it. There's things I would change. But that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize Horizon would be so goddamn flat lighting when you light from because of the way the hull is. You can't know until you get it.
But you can work magic with lighting and stuff.
Oh,
sure.
It just means it always looks the same every time I use it. So does Voyager. Beautiful to light, and it works from certain things. Also, Stir asks, when does Stuart's first Trek short premiere? It is definitely on the docket of actual release. There's an actual schedule for it, unlike a lot of the shorts. So that is a good thing. We filmed our last bit of footage for it 2 weekends ago, which is great. So it's on the docket with the next one coming out pretty soon. So as an of the normal releases. So yes.
And Cold Strife says it's Cloud Strife. Well, there you go. Thank you for correcting me. But good to see you. He also says, I don't remember, but you guys play STO. I haven't played STO in a long time. I keep updating it and never getting a chance to play it.
I always update it frequently.
Yeah. Chuck A, though. Hey. TNG Fanatic. Remember, for 54 months, the rank of lieutenant.
That's probably how many months it's been members for, let's be honest.
Yeah. Happy 10th anniversary, guys. Well, thank you so much, Chuck. You are amazing. Hope you are feeling better. Hope you are feeling well.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us every chance you get. We really appreciate it. Love seeing your name pop up.
And don't go away, because then we'll know you're good. That's important to us.
Yes. And Gonk, Gonk, throws in 5 New Zealand, whatever those are. I don't know. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey boys, Ferd here. Oh, congrats on 10 years. Thanks for letting me be part of the team back in 2016. Keep doing what you're doing. You remember Ferd?
Yep. I was like, it can't be that long. And then he said the date. And I was like, oh no.
I'm glad you're here. It's great to see you. All these people are coming back. Where have you been? Come join our regular lives, guys. We miss you guys.
We're still here.
We'll always be here, Samuel. We are bound together for eternity on YouTube.
Oh, the drama. And yes, Laura loaded 8 years. So we're out of him by 2. Just to end on that last note.
Classic for real, $2 on behalf of Resurrected and Triangulum. Well, thank you. They're both great.
Yes.
I haven't worked with Triangulum. I've talked to him a few times. He lives about 45 minutes from me in Kitchener. Yeah, I know, right?
And
but he's a good guy.
Yeah, he did some art for the original Convergence.
Yeah.
And he put his Foley in. He put the Horizon in original of his art years.
New Yorker in Vegas, congratulations. 9 years here. Ooh. Met y'all in STLV in 2019. Y'all are Trek fan legends. Oh, thank you. Haven't seen your name in a while either, sir. But glad you're here.
And Devereaux says we used to call other sci-fi stuff was called Shipyard. Do we do a show called Shipyard?
Nope. It's called Fleet Yards.
Yes. And you guys stopped watching it, so we stopped doing it.
And now it's called... Well, it still exists. We just haven't done anything with it. It's Trekyards Universe now. Formerly Fleet Yards.
Which there'll be an episode, not of that particular, but there'll be a new non-Trek ship on Sunday! Sunday! Anniversary special. My pick.
We should actually throw Fleet Yards in the tags for that.
Yes.
Anyway. Yes, there will be a non-Star Trek ship on Sunday as part of our 10-year anniversary specials. So, all right, Matthew DeFreitas, $5. Good to see you, Matthew. Happy 10th anniversary. Thanks for giving us all a great place to talk Star Trek. Been on the Trekyards train since 2017 when I found Cap's Star Trek Into Darkness rant.
Mm-hmm.
JJ's Star Trek sucks, and here's why.
Yeah, but
Joseph, kind of a weird viral one that was.
I mean, that's the problem. Mean titles do things. Joseph says he misses all the mission briefings on Wednesdays. He also misses the fact files. He thinks we're the only ones that watch those. Yeah, we tried so many interesting things, and YouTube never liked us for them. But it was fun for a bit. We did a video every Saturday, Wednesday, sometimes Monday, when we had more ships to cover, because of course there were more ships because we hadn't covered them all yet.
Yeah.
And also, you know, a mission briefing is also just a whatever we can find about the ship. Whereas now, if I'm doing new renders, I can get really crisp, really clear beauties to do all the guesswork out of these things. So you kind of like hybridize the mission briefing and the normal show a bit to be like, it's still usefully informative because you're seeing it, but not quite in the same format.
So yeah, I just looked up JJ's Star Trek sucks. Still sucks, and here's why. That's the Star Hop into Dumbness one. And 24,000 views 10 years ago.
Cool.
I just watched the first, 10 seconds of it, and my fucking camera's doing this. You know why? Because it was my iPad, and I had it taped to the ceiling, and I had it, positioned. So I didn't have a tripod. I didn't have anywhere to set it up with the background that I wanted.
Slow clap for the quality. Dan says he remembers that live where I opened a VHS tape and there was a leaflet and he phoned up. That was a fun Drunkyards. I phoned up an insurrection. Do you remember that? I do, yeah. I don't remember what happened with the call, but... Oh, nothing. I mean, it was also 11 p.m. I think one was a laundry company. One was still functioning, one still wasn't.
Remember the drunk? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was a drunk. That was a drunk one. I remember.
Well, the other drunk moment was when I called all my children.
Yep.
Every one of my kids, I called them, and they all answered the phone
within 10 minutes.
Because I never call
or
anybody unless it's something important. So they all thought somebody had died, and I'm like, "What's your favorite Enterprise and why?" And they're like, That was pretty funny.
That was a really. I'm glad I pushed you to do that because it was hilarious, and the fact they picked up is impressive.
Yes, yeah, it is. Trekyardians throws in £2. Hey, you guys.
Yes, Rom.
No mention of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, Lazarus says, "I have curiosity. When's the next Purser episode? Next year, because the viewership went down, which means people don't like it as much, which means we'll do other stuff in between. And also, music is taking months longer than I wanted."
Oh, really?
Yeah, months. Months. And you know how many episodes I'm trying to do, so that's not ideal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stern Von Alk, though, what? No mention of Trekyards? Well, they're just a ripoff. I don't know who they are.
Look, we've been told by our lawyers not to discuss opening continued lawsuits. So guys, don't mention Trekyards because if you give them press but publicity of discussion, they might come back and countersue. But yeah, our lawyers are dealing with that.
Although I think our lawyers are probably smarter than their lawyers.
Yes.
They're kind of rednecky. I don't think they can afford the. Well, we can't either, but ours are better.
Ours are English.
Yeah, sure.
English Canadian, British Canadian, or English. Yeah. Counts.
Yeah. Our lawyers come into court wearing those fancy headdress.
the
wigs.
And theirs come in wearing cowboy hats. It's like
like a baseball cap backwards with a greasy shirt. Yeah.
No, it has to be a wife beater. No sleeves.
Well, no, they're in court.
Exactly. They're fancy wife beaters.
Oh, no. Well, they got a button-up shirt over top of it. It's just dirty still with the sleeves rolled up and the buttons undone. But you can still see the wife beater because they're in court. It's fancy.
Or it's a black undershirt with a white overshirt, so you see the black wife beater underneath the white, so it looks terrible.
Yes. Matthew Lebner, $5. Happy anniversary. Can't stay on my way to Temple. I wanted to acknowledge what a wonderful thing you both have given us for 10 years. Well, thank you very much, Matthew. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's very nice to. Yeah, we do this all for you guys, so thank you.
Devo, I remember you guys did a Fleet Yards video on Kit from Knight Rider. Yes, we did.
I remember I came to your house and I had like 20 prepped, and we just filmed every other day kind of thing. Just get loads of random ones, and they were like, "What are we doing?" I'm like, "I random things," and that was fun.
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
Which one? $20. That's Capaldi, but that's fine.
Thanks, Doc.
I've been remiss lately. Haven't been on YouTube in a minute to see you guys. Happy 10th, officers. Well, thank you. And I'd like to encourage everybody, by the way. This is not our official, this is the day of our anniversary.
Yes.
But our actual celebration will be on the 19th of October. It'll be a Drunkyard. So if you want to tune in for that as well, we'd really appreciate it.
Yes. So. There will be things and bobs.
Yeah.
There's exclusive things and bobs. Maybe.
And Dan B says, I appreciated your perspective on newer Trek. Pretty much everyone else hates for the sake of hate, or loves and won't take one word of criticism. Look forward to your reviews as much as the new episodes. Well, thank you. Yeah, we always pride ourselves on being fair. And we've been often referred to as the neutral zone of Star Trek content because we're not shills and we're not haters. So it's one of those situations. It got us nowhere, really. I mean, it got us all you guys that appreciate that, but our subscriber count doesn't reflect the other channels. I'm just saying. Now I'm sad.
But we can talk to many showrunners and we know they all like us. Except the Stranger Worlds and Discovery, although I've also met Discovery Lady briefly. All the ones that we mostly care about, we know like us.
Mostly care about?
Sure.
No, you're right. A lot of people know us and respect us, and we appreciate that.
That's how many people say that 3 sets of showrunners know and like them. Actually know them, not just oh, I've heard of you. It's no, they Mike and Terry and Hagans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. quite nice.
Yeah, and we've had people in our chats that have been worked on the shows, not only designers but like visual effects people, and they really appreciate what we do. So
it's nice they bump in. Yeah, I got to meet and talk to the original Ryan versus Dorkman Ryan, because he found Trekyards, having watched our thing about the thing, and that was amazing. I got to meet him and fan out one of the OG Star Wars YouTubers. That was because of this. So yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Classic for reals puts in $2 and says, I worked a Trekyards thing specific for Stuart. Sad face. What? Trucker Stew or me?
Again, we're suing them. Shut up.
But Dan Ben, oh, there's a good question. Have you considered releasing any outtakes or bloopers for the 10-year anniversary? It was considered, yes.
I mean, there's going to be at least, probably 3,000 to 4,000 videos. The problem with bloopers is that you can just, like, if you said, right, we'll just post some bloopers in the first 10 episodes, right, that's fine, but they might not be any good, right? So when you start saying bloopers, you're thinking, oh, all the best bloopers. Now you've got to go through thousands of videos, the entire video. It becomes a multi-week endeavor, because you want it to be a good video, right? It can't just be a video, it's got to be a good video. Unless it's just the first 10, which is fine, but then it'll look like dated stuff. So it's a weird thing to do in that frame. How do I? Can I easy way of finding out? Yes, we have 4,612 videos, 3.5 million views, and 68,000 subscribers.
Does that count lives?
I would assume so.
I don't know if it does.
I'd be weird if they didn't.
I mean, they maybe do.
Yeah.
Devo77X says Trek culture likes you guys.
Yes.
That's fine. We don't like them very much.
Oh, damn.
I'm just kidding. We love those guys.
Like I've seen Sean strip before.
Right?
I didn't have to pay for either.
Sean Ferrick. We got to meet Ellie in Vegas. Chris Thompson, who's their editor. He commented on my post on Twitter today. Did you see that? Been watching Trekyards since way before Trek culture was a thing. So
the fact that Aaron Waltke, who did 2 of the best Trek episodes in the last 10 years, said he watched us before he worked on Trek. It's like, oh damn. Huh.
That's kind of mind. Yeah, that's kind of mind blowing a little bit.
I mean, we inspired him, clearly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna make a show for these guys. They get it. It's like, yeah, that's right. That's how it works. Joseph Barbato says, I can never understand why we have a rough subscriber count here at Trekyards. Hey, join the club. We've tried rebranding. We've tried mixing up video, like doing different video ideas. We've tried a whole bunch of different things. Even doing a shit ton of shorts, which were really fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, it bumped a few numbers a little bit here and there, but it's just the algorithm hates us.
Yes. Even the the immeasurable success we had during Picard season 3, the 2-a-day video, sometimes more, didn't boost it as much as we thought. And that was an absolute wonderful nightmare. It was a tremendous nightmare of work. Great for us for the long, having great to invest in things, but yeah, even that didn't do as well. Crazy.
Classic for Real says you'll have to see when the package finally comes to her. It was supposed to arrive by today, actually. What? How do you have my address? Did I give you my address? Who are you, Classic? Oh, there's a poll. I didn't even notice. 16 minutes ago. I'm not paying attention. How long have you been watching Trekyards? 10 years since the first videos. Ooh, 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, or 6 to 9 years. Good poll. I like that. What's winning? 3 to 5 years right now.
I'm pretty close to 6 to 9. Those are relatively neck and neck in the grand scheme. Yeah.
Have you considered to do musical episodes for the anniversary? Yes.
Well, there was some music in today's bonus piece that was released. We want to talk about that briefly.
Oh yeah, Trekyardians made us a tribute video, which was just the images or the video. Had no audio, but I used Olivia Julius's Trekyards anthem she made for us and overlaid it, and it's really fantastic and kind of fun to watch. And because it starts at the first video, and kind of goes through the 10 years during the course of the video. So if you haven't checked it out, and Trekyard is here, so tell him he did a fantastic job because I really enjoy it. And I had to release it today. I didn't even tell Sam I was doing it, and he was probably like, "What the hell is this?" Surprise! And if any of you want to make a fan tribute of some kind, feel free to do so, and we will upload it and share it with everybody if that's what you want to do, because that'd be cool. I'd like to see what your perspective of Trekyards is. You know, what has Trekyards meant to you in the amount of time you've been watching it? I would love to see some. We should have a contest. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't agree.
I agree. Sam agrees.
Oh, okay. The doctor says she does the Who Culture show too. Yes, she does. Ellie, little child. Dan Ben says, I remember the time you were mentioned in lots of YouTube videos because of your interview with the Lower Deck showrunner Mike McMahon. Shame I didn't get more. It didn't get more channel activity. Well, we're on Memory Alpha and Memory.
We should be on it for more.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah. But this is a happy time. Don't be all negative all the time.
Hey, he needs Memory Alpha, right? Exactly.
Maybe Lord Reloaded will mention this because he uses Memory Alpha a lot.
We should do a ship design contest. That would be fun.
Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
We did that once and it was pretty interesting. But that's a tricky one though, because anyone with 3D modelling ability will beat anyone that doesn't. Or anyone who has really good sketch ability will beat anyone that doesn't. It's kind of an unfortunate slight ability curve there, you know? But that's with anything, right? You know, you say write a song if you've been a songwriter for 10 years. I always like the classic thing about in American schools, if you're Mexican and you take Mexican class, you know, as a added language, and or French in a French school and suddenly get an A star. It's like, yeah, because you're from France, you speak French. No shit, you just got an A star, right?
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
You guys should have a P.O. box. We should, but a P.O. box costs money to have and maintain.
Oh.
I would love to have the fans sending us stuff, and if you message me or Sam directly, and we know you, we will give you our address.
That is
or where you can ship the things to. So, but yeah, we've got a few things over the years, and it's been great. So
yeah, I got once I got what's it called? Spaceballs. I was about to get that Blu-ray. I've had a couple of Ships of Line calendars and such. Yeah, some nice things has been gone.
Yeah, we've got a lot of nice stuff over the years. Done a lot of unboxing videos and stuff. So
yes,
indeed.
That's right. We're gonna start something in the slides, so keep on going.
Words.
You know that thing you do every day?
What? Sit on the couch and ignore the world? Yeah. Someone should make a Trekyards video showing how it started, how it's evolved, and how it's going. I see a lot of those kind of docu-style formats on YouTubers, and I watch some of them, and I always wonder what somebody would say about us.
Oh, as in a fan making it for us. All about us.
Or just
historical.
I would love to see that, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd want to watch it because I'd be like, oh, what if they say something bad?
Or also like, oh, that's wrong. That's
doing
wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. No, I'm not
Yeah.
Swedish. What? What do you mean Stuart's actually American living in Canada? What? You tried to kill Sam 4 times? Where are they getting this from? I mean, that's probably true, but... Crazy.
Yeah. Joseph Barbato, any updates on the Tomy refit? I think they should be getting made now, right? Oh, yeah. They're going to be shipped in October of 2025, so a year from now. So, yeah. They had changes to make to the prototype, which...
yes.
We've lots to do. So.
We asked and we wanted. But I want to just throw this up, because I want to say, you know, see how you feel in a second, but we are just people, of course. But this has been Okay, yes, at conventions, of course, but this has been our experience now. We go to conventions, and this happens all the time. And I have this rule: a selfie with every person who's a fan. So we've got this giant catalogue of fans. I just pick literally random ones from random events. So how does it feel to be stopped, actually stopped, ask for a picture, and live that side of it? Because this is 6 random examples of random people, of random events, of random times, random days.
It's cool. It's a good feeling. It really is. And sometimes it's kind of inconvenient because you're like on your way to something. You don't want to be rude. You don't want to be like, oh, those Trekyards guys are assholes. Blah, blah, blah.
At least
but
more
yeah,
than they already think.
Yeah, it's fun, and I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to say hi and like love what we do, right? So I've even had somebody had me autograph something. I think you too, with other signatures on it from actual Trek people. And I remember saying, "So do you want us to devalue this?"
We both made that joke separately, I recall, and he was like, "Hey, the other guy said that."
Yeah,
like, oh.
Yeah, because us adding to it, kind of like, who are these guys? But yeah, I mean,
wait, so this was signed by Gene Roddenberry and Trekyards.
And you want me to sign right under Patrick Stewart? What?
We did point, and I met this guy. It's like, really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure though? Yeah, but it's it's a crazy experience because as you've expressed, whatnot, we are here in our own space, made the content. It's not just for us, of course, but we do it so we would enjoy it, so we learn things, we dissect, analyze, think, be fair, etc. And then people enjoy it, and then people, 10 years is many kids' lives, as in many kids could have been born after us and be able to remember when they first watched us, who are still children, because you only have memories from a certain point when you're young. So at certain points you can be like, yes, there are 15-year-olds who weren't alive since, oh god, long time. So all these people who could have been in their homes for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we've beaten TNG, beaten Voyager, beaten all these different shows, longevity, and obviously thousands of hours more content. So these random lovely people, who knows how long they've watched us, in what situation, on their phone, on the train, and then boom, here we are. And it's like, oh my god, these people are 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? It's yeah. But also, I'm very cognizant that we are at these events. I say this to you all the time. We are there to meet you all. No, wrong word. We are there for you to meet us. Sorry, because you could talk to us any day of the week on live, but to meet us is different. So we go there so that you can meet us, so that you get a chance to say hello, get a picture, whatever, and have those few seconds of interaction, because we want to be able to be available, etc. So it's always very nice to be like, hey, you can meet us, etc.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see, because why did I do that? Let's go back up here and do this, because I didn't mean to do that thing. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yep. Okay, do that again. Okay. Nope, did it. There we go. Got it. Perfect.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Dan Band says, where did it go? For fuck's sakes. If you search Trekyards in Google, it also says at the bottom, also see Discovery. Well, that could be a problem. We were the biggest, not advocates, but we talked about it. And that's where a lot of the division happened, where it's like, oh, they love Discovery, screw them, or they hate Discovery, I'm not watching their content. Sometimes on the same video.
Often on the same video.
Yeah. And yeah, but that's fine. It is what it is. We started a few years before Discovery was even a thing.
Yep.
We were excited for New Trek.
Yeah. But yeah, it's amazing that you can be for and against and just fair, but you see what you want to see. You see what you want to see.
Yep. I mean, you guys have said a lot of things. How many hours of video? How many hours of video? Well, there's 4,000 plus videos, so that's a good question. We should tally up the hours. Sean O'Sullivan, €2. 10 years doesn't happen by accident. Well done. He put on accident just because he knew it would annoy me, because I know Sean. And it's by accident. So thank you, Sean. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes my eye twitch. Yeah, it does. Olivia Julius, $5. Did you know, due to budget cuts, Stuart and Sam make their videos on Earth? was a secret.
Kill her.
We don't have the budget to kill her. Unless you want to get your hands dirty.
No, it's too much budget to fly over there.
The STEM support throws in $20. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Gents, it's Rick. Hey, there's Rick. Yeah, he said he would tune in if he could. Thanks, Rick Gold. He's a big fan. And a friend of mine. I think I've been watching since Disco started and have loved the content since. Though Stuart and I disagree on TOS aesthetics, we can always count on you for incredible insight and entertainment. Cheers. You don't like the TOS aesthetic?
He sees.
I didn't know that. I'm not talking anymore, Rick.
He sees all of the wood and all of the cardboard and can't see past it. Sad face.
Yeah.
Sad face. Oh.
Joel says, "Congrats, guys! It was great to talk to you at the Masquerade Bar at STLV. This year, Joel.
There are many people in many places.
We talked to a lot of people.
As I said, we're here to talk to people, and we do indeed love it.
Did we disappoint you in person?
I mean, don't ask obvious questions, Stuart.
Oh, yeah.
Be serious.
Dan B says, I found your channel in 2016, binging the top 10 playlist. Nostalgic for the channel filling the gap when Trek seemed dead or dormant. Also a great outlet to vent nerdiness, as I didn't know other Trekkies in her life. That's the thing, too. A lot of people's family or friends aren't Trekkies, so that's why we got such a great community, because you guys come on here and chat with each other and us about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Classic for real, $2. Almost forgot on behalf of Fleetpaw. Well, Fleetpaw will be here. He's just going to be a little bit late, he said. So.
Well, I'm currently fearing, so...
You're afraid? Don't be. Because he will be here at some point.
Until he doesn't arrive.
Yeah.
But, as I found those pictures, it's things like this that are also those, like, brief memories that's like, we did that, eh? You know?
That's when we bought CBS and Paramount. Oh, what? That never happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say it's the best replica ever, of course, but...
Yep. It was cool to see.
Very, very cool to see. And almost a pitch that almost works. And again, this represents so many odd things. It represents two people who met on the internet who managed to stay friends. I mean, not any risks of not being friends in those 10 years. Just kind of odd in itself, but hey-ho. And met up several times, and then did a trip, and then... I believe there's also near the end of the event, and we kind of were loitering a bit that we probably shouldn't have been, if I recall.
We never do something we shouldn't be doing.
It would have been good to get a picture behind the bar, though, but I think there was... Was there railings on this one?
I think there was like a velvet rope thing
yeah.
kind of behind us. That's why.
Yeah, I think we absolutely... I think I also made us do like this.
Because, yeah.
It's a little bit closer.
Because the next room over was the TOS bridge, half of it with the velvet rope as well, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have probably, we kind of have some velvet rope access, a little bit. We could have maybe got back there.
And it's funny how little we really necessarily care about being official at events. Like a lot of people pride themselves on, we got invited to this event that we're already going to. But we managed to do Vegas and get all these, interviews at Vegas at any level of... That's how much,
The name Trekyards is known by a lot of people. Like, Trekyards, yeah, I know that name. So, we have legitimacy. Don Billington says, the best thing about Picard was watching your videos and analysis, especially in the dark days of Season 1.
Yeah.
A lot of people only watch our reviews and don't watch the show. So, this live streaming page for YouTube keeps popping up saying it's having issues.
Yes.
No, it's for you too?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
As long as it's still going, we'll be okay.
Not a banned account, $5. Someone has to say it. Sam is cute, but Stuart is cuter. Here's to another decade boldly going where no Trek channel has gone before. Well, thank you. He's cute, but I'm like more rugged. It's a different kind of attractiveness.
Okay.
I attract the ladies. He attracts the men.
Yeah.
Ooh. Alex409. You should go vote on the poll if you haven't already, Alex. I've been watching you guys since Trekyards episode 41, which covered the Romulan to Daradex, which was in July 2015. So I've been watching for 9 years. Amazing.
Yeah, it's funny how long it took us to do certain things as we're sort of holding on to them vaguely. Dear me.
Eric Martin is here. You know Eric Martin, Sam.
Yes, I do. It is
You know him
known
for his big TV.
Oh, that's what we're calling it,
and
are we?
And his echoey basement. Which, those two things together sound very awful. We're calling it a big TV, and it had an echoey basement with no furniture in it. And chains on the wall. And...
Except like Moana towel that we put there.
Yeah. That's fucking so true, too. And thousands of bottles of baby oil. Wait, that's P. Diddy. That's something else. Oh.
The glamour of fan filming. It's Moana towels.
Anyway, he puts in $10. Says, happy anniversary, guys. I'll always remember you filming at the Woodstock Studios and watching Spaceballs. What were we filming? Okay, let's see.
Pretty memorable.
Sean O'Sullivan says, what's in €2? Let's see if I can piss me off in this one. Channel should have 1,000K subs.
I mean, if you could read it, probably more effective.
Oh, canon.
Don't.
He spelled canon with...
He did. Yes.
Again, on purpose, because thank you, Sean.
Yes.
I said, how can you piss me off in this one before I even read it? So, yeah, I knew it was happening.
Hail Kaon.
And Sean says, your Prodigy review caused me to watch it, so...
Good!
Loved it once I saw it. Yeah, we told you.
Good. It's great. I did pre-order the Blu-ray. I'm excited to watch what's in that. Yeah.
There's you. Hey, there's us with your dad.
Yeah, this is kind of the reverse of what we just did. This is the fact that we can both be here. Oh, it's the old background because the ships are not the right ones. That's a good indicator. Yeah, you came here. We did some lives. Dad wanted to fancy up.
Yeah. He was stargating.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute you look. You look so adorable. Oh.
Look on my face is like, please help me. Get me out of here.
I've been here for 6 days.
I've been trapped on this island in the middle of the ocean.
I've only been given English food. Help. Thank you.
Although, was it that night we went for Chinese?
Oh, we did go for Chinese, didn't we? I mean,
yeah, because I was trying to think. I think it was...
Come up with the spoons as well. Bloop. Well, I mean that one. Damn, I picked the one picture that I'm blinking. Darn it! Oh well, I'm blinking. I have 9 of these because the server didn't do the right picture. I happened to pick the one that wasn't the good one. Well, screw me, eh? Eh?
In a lot of these pictures, I'm kind of wearing this shirt. I don't know. I wear the shirt a lot. I wore it today for a reason, but I've got like 15 of them. Some are really faded.
Yes,
some are new.
Are.
Some have been thrown out.
That is pretty bright, I'll be honest. That is a nice, fresh one.
Yeah, this is a fresh one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Dear me.
Is the Mirror Universe fully clean-shaven, maybe bald? No, he's not clean-shaven, but he does have an eye patch. Holy shit, look, it's Ensign Ricky with $50. That is awesome. Thank you, Ensign.
Thank you. So that's what? That's $5 a year? Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
That'd be $500.
No.
I know.
Okay.
I want him to give me $500.
Yes, Stuart. Yes. Yes.
Anyway, Ensign Ricky says, "Happy anniversary. I haven't been watching as much lately because of work and the lack of new Trek, but I miss you guys." Well, we're always here, so come and
That's
join
your
us anytime.
problem. We're here.
I see Foley. I see Foley come into my music streams from time to time on Facebook. Yep. Here's $50 from your very first super chatter ever. Grats. You say that, but we proved that wrong, actually. I don't know how we looked that up on a live.
Do we have to go back and look? Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember who the first one was, but it was like $2 or something as a test.
It was a test, yeah.
But we still count you as the first super chatter because
he certainly counts
bringing
himself.
it up. Yeah, he keeps bringing it up, so he's like creating history, right? So
I mean, that's how history works, right? If you say it enough.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hail on, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we hit 100,000 subscribers at our 5-year mark,
and then we lost the ball.
Probably, we did lose like a couple thousand one day.
Yeah.
That was just a YouTube thing. It wasn't because we did anything wrong, but
I mean, most people did, right? It wasn't just us. It was a pandemic of lost subscribers.
Yes.
Some channels lost like 50K because they either weren't real or they were,
Not a banned account, though. Gifted 1 Trekyards membership. So, thank you. Not a banned account. Merlost. Channel now, so thank you. That's 11 new members, thanks to gifting, which we appreciate.
Use your new emojis. Use them. Use them.
Yes, you got emojis and stickers. Use them.
You have the power to emoji.
Yes. I remember some years people used to comment because quantum a lot more in videos. Because quantum. Well, that's a anti-trekker thing. It was quantum everything, and those we kind of have crossover audience. So yeah. Poseidon 500. I was destroyed drunk when I subscribed, and I'm glowing and sober and still here. Aw.
Wow.
I'm glad you're still here and that you're sober.
Gosh, that's a thing. Okay, so Ensign Ricky is the first $5 Ricky, and that was on your take 2 still talking Discovery with Captain, 1 minute 51 in. But it's someone super chat on the original 5-minute fail of a video. Let's find out.
Live on.
I thought we had clarified that he wasn't
YouTube
at one point.
I just want to test this out.
Detective work on live.
See how it's going.
Like you're doing right now.
So anyway,
well, you go find out.
We want to talk Discovery. We're going to wait till some people are here.
In the meantime, I'll read S1 and Noir.
Awesome. So you can hear me. You can see
the bad things you called out in Disco and Picard were absolutely necessary as critiques, and the people in your live streams that complained were unjustified. You do a good job. Well, thank you. I wish there was more people like you.
Oh, Mr. Miles at 126. Whoa, Trekyard is doing it live. Said 6 years ago.
Who was it? Sorry.
What should I say? Mr. Miles. Who do you remember?
He was the first.
No, I'm just saying that there was on your very first, those weird comments. Define Mr. Raven Productions as hope people don't get all arseholish about Discovery. Unhappy face. This is 6 years ago.
That's Patrick.
There we go.
See, I know all your secrets. Most of you. I know who you are.
Oh, Mr. Miles, $1. There you go.
Mr. Miles was the first one.
There you go.
So, Ensign Ricky, you were the first $5 super chat.
Yep.
But the first official one was $1.
Was 2 minutes and 51 seconds in. Mr. Miles.
Is Mr. Miles here right now? Because that'd be awesome. All right. Cloud Strife says, wait, I can buy that shirt? Yeah, there are links down in the description below to the TeePublic and the Teespring store.
Yeah.
Or the TeePublic, you can buy this shirt and many others.
We keep saying we want to do more, but time always seems to run down.
Yeah.
It's like I need like a week. I need to make a week bonus. You know, just a week, just out of whole cloth, do things. That's one of the Vegas. It got behind on many things, and then everything's kind of like vying for attention. Yay.
Yeah. Lasareth the Sareth 2 says, I was just looking at the older videos I've been watching at least 7 or 8 years ago. I don't know when I actually subscribed, though. Yeah, we get a lot of viewers that aren't subscribers as well, which helps, but it doesn't help. I just wish they'd subscribe, but yeah. Mr. Miles. I think I'd written that down somewhere because I knew that would come up again. I'm going to make a note of it again. That's what actually might be on one of these notepads. Mr. Miles was our first subscriber, or our first super chatter.
Exactly.
Matt Boardman's here. This is what is happening here. 10 years of Trekyards. How is that possible? Time warp. We manipulated time, space. I've only actually been doing it for like 3 years, but you guys think differently, so that's fine.
Yeah, we've made many videos in 3 years. It's been a hectic time.
Well, we traveled to the future and made a whole ton of them over a long time, and we went back. Sure, that's how it worked. I don't know. We did some kind of time manipulation. I forget.
Yes. That is how it works, yes.
Ensign Ricky says, Foley did a test stream alone, and it only lasted a few minutes. It was one of your first.
Yes.
That's when I super chatted.
I know, we just went through it. You're on the second test, the real test. The chat was on the first test, the failed test.
You still have a special slot in our heart, though, Ensign Ricky. Don't worry. Classic for Real gifted 5 Trekyards memberships. So, I would like to welcome S1 Noir, Dom Billington, Chris Willem, Nubs, and Dent Masterson to the channel. Welcome. That is awesome.
Welcome,
16 new
welcome.
subscribers for this one. Slime King. Hey, Slime King. Do I know Slime King? No, that's somebody else. $1 and first super chat. So thank you so much. That is amazing for the super chat.
Literally makes us go.
I've
asked for.
Anthony Ricky says, was it Miles? I don't think you published that video. Oh my God, the Junkman's here.
Hey!
10 years. Way to go. Great job and great content. Well, thank you, Junkman. You got great content too. Go check out the Junkman. If you like nostalgia and toys and Star Wars, he's a good channel to watch. Schmo Buddy said, at Trekyard, can you share the email for idea submissions for what? For fan tribute things? It's in the description of his fan tribute. It's just send it to trekyards@hotmail.com. Slime King says, I have been a viewer for a while, but subbed more recently. Maybe like 2 or so years ago. Well, thank you. Matt Boardman says, I feel like a DeLorean was involved in the time travel. I mean, don't go watch my personal channel because that might just solidify the fact that I did in fact use a DeLorean time machine, but
yes.
Trekyard says, out of curiosity, what's the average age demographic, and is there a way to tell that some of the groups are less tech savvy and less likely to have accounts at all? Yes, you can see analytics for viewers.
And I've got that up.
Let us know.
I went for the last 365 days. So that's just or do you want to do a lifetime?
Just the last little while.
So the last year, we have 58% subscribed. 41.5% not subscribed, which for a lot of channels it's like 70 not, so that's quite good.
Yeah, it is good.
Demographics, 54.7% United States, 15% United Kingdom, 6.5% Canada, 4% Germany, and then it goes down to the 1%, so 1% Austria, Australia. So yeah, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Germany. 84% of people watch with no subtitles, but 15% do watch with subtitles. Our age range.
There we go.
Our age range is with a little bit of a margin, 35 to 44, and this again the last year only, right? So you've all aged into. So ironically, you have aged into that demographic, guys. By being 25 when you started, you're now 30. Anyway, 35%, 35.7 are 35 to 44. 27% are 45 to 54, and then it spreads out among that as well. And unsurprisingly, most are male by a very large margin.
So that age demographic should know and not be technologically crippled.
I mean,
They can subscribe.
Yeah, anyone in their 30s and 40s should be fine, because everyone
Yeah.
in their 30s or 40s was 20 in 2000, and tech was coming along, and you were learning tech. So everyone in their 30s and 40s should be fairly tech savvy.
Yeah. And Dan Ben says, "What was your 10th video?" And that's a very good question. What was our 10th video, Sam? Not on the channel, because that would be one of my videos. But
Yes. Goodness. Okay. He's going.
while you're doing that,
I'm really being kept active.
Not a Band account has upgraded his membership to lieutenant. So he took us up on the idea of upgrading his and getting a promotion during this live.
Hey, congratulations.
Yes, you've earned it.
You have earned it.
Not a Band account's been around for a long time, so yeah, he absolutely has earned it.
Ah, yes. Our 10th episode was 9 years ago on January 10th, 2015. Enterprise J with Doug Drexler, where he invented lots of things off whole cloth that people have kept talking about for years. 17,000 views and 51 comments, which is shockingly few. Okay, guys, everybody go and comment on this video right now. Let's see if we can give it an algorithm spike.
Ooh.
Comment something on episode 10. Episode 10 of Trekyards. I want to see at least 5 more comments. I mean, you're all already here on YouTube, right? Which means
just pull it up in a new tab. Go and comment.
something real though.
10 years
All that.
for the 10th video or something. Something involving 10.
Yes.
Slime King says, "LOL, I was 11 when y'all made Trekyards." Damn. Damn.
You're going to be hearing that more and more. Oh, Stuart, your face is so overexposed and you're wearing a polo shirt almost. It's not at all the look you have. Because obviously, we recorded a lot of buffer.
Yeah, we did.
So when we moved locations, that kept on going for a while. So, how do we stop to episode 20? Episode 20 is a Galaxy class with Andrew, which I am similar but different. Andrew's got very long hair there. 30 is Renegades, where we have our intros. Now I'm on this background, but I was building at the time, so I've got a crappy version.
Hey, it's time to upgrade. We should do another live changing your background.
That is definitely coming. Episode 40, though, it's fully set up. Andrew's got much shorter hair. You're still looking up at your face, though. Your moustache is much bigger. Episode 50 is the Cage Connie, where we did our Connie episodes, where we did every Connie one a day, which was absolutely brutal. Now your camera's a bit better. Congrats. And for some reason I'm very dark.
Yay!
Episode 60. Oh, we got Adrian Wilkinson of Renegades. That was nice. She was lovely.
We had a lot of guest stars early on.
We did. And then they talked about all their ships and then moved on. 70, same setup. Episode 70 is D6 from Axonar with Alec. And your hair looks weird there, but that's okay. Episode 80. Oh, it was just Growl, if you remember. Which I sort of helped design vaguely. As our first originals.
I gotta go take a piss.
Okay.
I've been drinking a lot of coffee today for some reason, so it's diuretic.
Yes, it is.
I have to go pee now.
Episode 90 was a Titan with Sean Turanjo.
A lot of guest stars. What is going on?
Every 10, apparently. Yeah.
But every 10th one? We didn't plan that, I don't think, either.
No. And then our 100th episode.
I'll be right back.
Our 100th is top 10 episodes of Trekyards. Again, still looking up at Stuart's face. Oh my god, yeah, every bloody 10. Episode 110 is Sean Hargraves. Again, Stuart's still looking up. Episode 120. Episode 21, Eric Henry. God damn, yeah. Oh no, not Eric Henry, but it's Pre. Okay, now we're starting to have. I think we're 150. That was Doug Drexler, because we stopped doing numbers at a certain point. 120. No, still the same. Okay, can we do 200? Will that. Okay, do a retrospective at 200. See how light we did numbers? It was like episode 500. Jeez. Anyway, me on the chat. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. Yeah, oh yeah. So did you guys go and comment on the video? Let's see. Oh, just you. Let's have a look. Aha, we had. Ooh, we've had 5 new comments. Yes, guys, comment on the video in the channel. Can I reply to this? I'm going to post it again. See if we can give it a spike.
You know what we should do? Show some clips from some of these videos.
I mean, that's Drunkyards, right?
Okay.
Because then we're doing a multi-hour. Then we can kind of get soppy. Because we'll be doing it for many, many hours. So that might be a clip show of clip showing in Ian this. Yeah.
Laughable Larry, $5. Been watching you since you've been in the 60K subs. That could be years, I think. Thanks for rubbing that in.
Doesn't tell us anything.
Our first year, 2 years was really good growth. It was really fantastic. We've had some plateaus, but we always had the first couple, 5 years, I think was really good growth. And that's really leveled off lately.
Well, the problem is YouTube has become this with more creators. So when we were doing it was like this, and then it became this. So there's so many people and so little time. What was your question? Oh, well, how much is that? 6,000. Let's have a look.
And Classic for Real upgraded their membership to Lieutenant. So that's 2 promotions.
Oh.
2 promotions during this live, which is beautiful. I'm glad you guys are moving up in the ranks. Someday you can join me at the captain's table.
I'm very proud of you all. Very proud.
He is. So am I.
That does help a lot as well. Very, very proud of you all. You all deserve it. Deserve it. Amazing.
Lazarus 2 says, I'm going to watch the Johnny's video later. Yes, please do. Go watch the old content.
Honestly,
we always encourage that.
All the interviews have something.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't, we wouldn't release them. I was, every one of them is interesting in some way.
Jamie Somerville, Commander, will you be getting a promotion soon for the anniversary?
No, what's the point in that?
He wants one. I know, I'll never give it to him. It's fine. I've promoted him a few times over the years.
Then that demotion hammer comes a crashing.
Murlas says market saturation. Yeah, and as we've talked about at the beginning of this, a lot of the people that started after us are no longer making videos and haven't been for a couple of years as well. So the fact that we've powered through it all, and
because of you guys,
and are one of the oldest Star Trek channels on YouTube.
Although you say market saturation, but where else can you find brand new high quality renders of the ships that we do from the games? Literally nowhere on planet Earth. Right? So we're doing stuff that still no one's ever done. It's not our fault that it's got a low interest rate because they're more niche things, but we are not doing stuff that these other channels cannot do and do not do. So we should get more recognition for that. We just don't, but we should. Like the renders we did of the Connie from Discovery are really clear renders that you can't find anywhere of the ship in beautiful definition. So, it's like the stuff's there to be watched, right?
Trekyardians says Commander Grade 1 to Commander Grade 2. No, he's Commander Grade 57 right now, currently.
It's like
he's following the Riker career, yeah.
Well, it's like if TOS had 2 braids for Commander, but they kept going, I'd have like an entire arm of braids. All of the Commanders, but I haven't quite got to the Captain Stripes, yeah.
Trekyards, salute to Katwalski. Katwalski was great, and he included us in one of his What We Love About Trek videos. Wow, he actually messaged us while we were in Vegas in 2019 about that. He emailed us and said, do you want to be in this video? And we're like, yes, we'll film stuff when we get back home. And I remember vividly because I was sitting on the toilet in the hotel room when I got the email. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Weird memory, but it's true. Yep.
Right.
You didn't need to know that. TMI, I'm sure, but
I mean, that's yeah.
I don't even think Sam knew that.
I mean, I probably was there if we were in Vegas together.
Well, yeah, you were in the
other room.
You were on your bed. And I came out, and I don't know if I mentioned it right away, but
I think you did.
Yeah, but anyway.
It was the biggest shit about what? I think. What?
It was not a shitty email.
No.
Laughable Larry, though. $5, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have you guys ever had large fights over Trek stuff over the last 10 years? I would imagine some of your conversations might get heated at times. I don't think we ever get heated. We get annoyed with each other sometimes.
You and me more.
No.
As a percentage slant, it'd have to be yes.
Maybe, because I'm old and grumpy.
Yes.
So I get annoyed with everybody.
Well, the grumpy bit.
Right? Yeah. But you still love me. I'm lovable. Sometimes.
Yeah. Ironically, we've had a couple of things, and there's all. Ironically, the bird of prey. Once we got mildly annoyed at each other because we were not budging because we both had good points, and I remember you could tell it was a genuine heated moment. We're like, well, we're not. Oh, it was with Anti-Trekker, Sod Trekker, that guy. He was doing an argument and he was doing it very voraciously.
Yeah.
And he's making stupid points because he's doing a technicality. And yeah. It's like, what? So that was us having a bit of a. As in, the table was getting heated, I should say, and you were there and I was there.
Yes. Yeah. Graham Stoner says, when was the original Reliant video? That was my first Trekyards video, and I remember that video popping up in my feed shortly after it was posted.
Yes, I did just look at that, and I already closed it because I forgot why I opened it. Yeah, it was 7 years ago. It was November 23rd, 2016, and it had new renders. So we already had started working with people that had models to get you brand new renders. So we already upped our game at that point, which is very nice.
And Slime King says, I'm currently the lead scriptwriter for a space channel with around 500k subs. So if you ever want any pointers, I've learned a lot about how to get stuff to the top. Email us at trekyards@hotmail.com. Because anything we can do to kind of help us out would be amazing.
Yes, we've never gone with the algorithm. It's always changed around us, and it's always hurt us. Because the irony is, we know thousands of people ostensibly that have seen us over the years. They just don't necessarily stay for various reasons, or just check out infrequently, etc. It's very confusing because we have good content that people like. And
Gorgonzola says, I want to recommend Commander Cockings for the Christopher Pike Medal of Valor for working with the captain for 10 years.
Oh. On that note, I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah, go for
I'll
it.
let you vent.
I will sign that document. He can get that. Fight. Remember what Tuvok said, the captain's always right. I know. Laughable Larry says, I loved Anti-Trekker, but couldn't watch anymore because of the hate. I've always had that argument with him. I say every time I come into his live streams, it's always so negative, and it's not really. Like, he makes very good valid points, and he's got good arguments behind them, but a lot of times he doesn't think outside the box. And I love the guy. He's a good guy, and haven't had a chance to meet him in person yet, but hopefully will someday soon. But I love him. He's great. But yes, there's a lot of negativity on the channel, I find, and yeah. Dan Ben, original series. This next Trekyards, Deep Space Trekyards, Lower Trekyards, Strange New Trekyards, and Short Trekyards. Perfect. Yeah. The next super chat is. I'll wait for Sam to get back and put his earbuds in. There he is. All right. So the next super chat is not a banned account, $5.
And he's still not banned. It's crazy. For all these years.
Why did Ryan Fuller? I think you mean Brian Fuller. Change Federation ship design aesthetics so much for Star Trek Discovery. Same for John Eves, Enterprise, Strange New Worlds. Well, John Eves was doing what's dictated by the producers and the showrunners.
At
He's
Phaser
just doing
Point.
Job, yes. But he still tried to work in a lot. Like the Strange New Worlds Enterprise was supposed to have straight struts. So
It did have straight struts.
It did.
And then it didn't.
The final approval that was signed off on had straight struts, and then the visual effects guys changed them. But why did Brian Fuller change? Because he's an idiot. Like, we can't have cylindrical nacelles. It's like, because he wanted to put his stamp on it. He wanted to make it his own unique thing. He wanted to piss all over it and get his DNA all over it. So that's what it was, I think. I don't know. What do I know? I just work here. Laughable Larry, who has more Trek knowledge, you or Samuel? That's what makes us a good team. We both have different Trek knowledge.
Yeah,
Sam knows a lot of the Sam knows a lot of the minutia about the ship models and the visual effects,
which you couldn't possibly know.
Exactly, but I learned over the years.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
And I've got a very vast general knowledge of Trek with the way I was brought up. So,
yeah, it's not more; it's different.
Yeah,
which is why we work together, because it's a different knowledge set.
That's why we're a great team. Like, we really have good discussions and really kind of counterbalance each other's points a lot of times. So
yes, just different.
Yeah. Classic for real. I loved a lot of channels, anti-trekkers, shives, etc., but a lot of them veered off into non-sci-fi topics with obnoxious things to say. Oh.
We do, neither of us care about politics, which helps.
Yeah. Gorgonzola says, but Stuart and Sam can never get promoted. Stuart has to stick with the recommendation by Captain Kirk to never let anyone promote them to Admiral. Exactly. Although I have been Admiral a few times over the years. I've also been Commander once in a while. Things have happened. It's a multiverse of Trekyards stuff out there. Oh, please crop that photo. That's awful.
What, the shorts?
No, my stomach.
Oh, I'm trying to get the camera in, but okay.
It's me sitting. And now they all know what you're cropping out. It's fine. Graham Stoner throws in 10 pounds.
Oh.
Amazing. Thank you. 10 quid for 10 years.
Hey, that's a good motto.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually a really good. Hey, it's Graham. How long have you been watching, Graham? Mr. Fellow English. And it's earlier, because we're all going now in a bit. I just wanted to, like obviously on the screen, celebrating. This is not intentional, but it took is the wrong phraseology, but it took 10 years to get you in front of a cine camera on a green screen in character in full uniform. But that's not, obviously 9 3/4 years. But how does that feel that it took that long, but then for the most part it went great, except the sound?
How does it feel? I mean, it feels good. I've been wanting to kind of be in the Trek universe forever. Hence why the Foley was created, the USS Foley. But yeah, it was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the finished results because it should be fun.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a very clean green. But as I said before, we can't fix glasses, and Stuart couldn't take them off. So, it is what it is. But, it looks great, though, as the rest of them. And it's so good to have such a nice uniform as well. Because as soon as we got the good ones, it's like night and day. This is years ago at this point. But it's nice, 10-year mark, and then Stuart will be on screen at the start of the 11th year.
Yeah. Lazarus 2 says certifiably in-game does real good ship information episodes. He does. But I find them a little bit lazy because it's just a ship flying around in STO while he talks. Whereas, as we've talked about here, Sam does new renders of these ships, things people have never seen before, comparisons with other ships, size comparisons. There's a lot of new stuff here. Instead of just a ship flying around lazily on screen.
Yeah, it is funny because it can take, for a 10-second render of a ship, it can take like 7 to 10 hours. And in STO, you just have to move a camera around it and you get it in the time to move the camera. It means you get more footage, but it's insanely more easy, which of course means you can have more of it. But none of it looks like the show. I was very proud to make something look like the show, at least at the time. But yeah, it's cool. STO is a good platform to work in. It is pretty easy.
Devo77X, do you agree with Venom Geek Media most of the time? I'm trying to remember what the last Venom Geek Media I watched was.
I can't say. I've seen a few
can't
things.
either.
They vary in terms of I agree with, so I can't say that. I can't say overall.
Yeah.
I know he has a few hot takes.
Graham Stoner says, Kirk wore glasses. Well, they were only reading glasses. They weren't prescription. And I'm very allergic to Retina X5. my eyes just won't bulge out of my head like Kirk's would, I would die. So, yeah.
Right. Excellent.
To be honest, I watch for the dimension of the ships and its armaments.
Everyone watches different things, yeah. No, I love the scale renders. Bring stuff into new context.
Do you know Starship Simulator? He's doing some awesome work. I haven't heard of Starship Simulator, no. Figured that's something Sam might know about. But considering he didn't jump on it, I'm assuming he doesn't.
I mean, I think that's a new video game. It's basically Bridge Crew, but not. And I believe if it's this game, that the guy from Trek Central got hired and then left within 3 months. It's like an indie thing.
So that's the kind of stuff Sam knows that I don't know. He knows those kind of who's doing what in the industry. Yeah, you surprise me a lot of times with shit, you know.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Graham Stoner, this is a question for you, Sam. I would be interested in the fidelity of Sam's older ship renders compared to now. Just how many more polygons? I'll let you field that question.
I mean, they were things I did. That's something to be said, right?
That's very vague, but sure, yeah.
It's true, though. Yeah, I mean, you know, I only had so many good models and ways of rendering, and that's the irony. Looking back at anything you've done from even a year ago, if you've done 1 or 2 key improvements, you'll think they're not as good. Instantly. Yeah. It's just the way. And luckily, Temporal Anomaly, which is I do want to remaster at some point, the space shots, I just crossed a big milestone of quality, so they hold up okay. Some, but I could do it better now. The interiors, of course, are what they are. So it is interesting to go back to a certain point. I think there's a certain point where we became us, of cameras, renders, and style, and we iterated. But there's a point where we were pre-us, and then we were us. Yeah.
Pre-us was awful. Go back and watch the first couple episodes. Shitty camera angles, and I don't know what the fuck I was doing at the time, but I said a lot more.
Oh, I edited those out.
Yeah.
I think I edited like 10 or 20 out today alone. But they're long videos. That's not a complaint. That's just the Sunday's actually a rather long episode, so that was a lot of ums.
We're more naturalistic now. We're not as afraid of the camera. And for script reading, we're much more fluid now.
Yes. And it's not even... it's funny how we don't say in live videos, but we do in edited. But I guess this is a free-flowing. Because sometimes I'll edit out you saying, I'm not sure what else I can say, and then you say something interesting. But you don't know you're going to say it until you say it, so I cut out the bit where you say nothing to say.
Yes. Yes.
It's useless. Editing. It's important.
And Trekyards says, did you ever try those other chips, Cap, the jalapeno ones? Hell yes, I did. They were good.
Oh, and your friend's cheese that was the chili.
Oh my! Well, he's one of our moderators too, Paul Graham.
Yeah.
It was the red peppers and the cheese was really good.
It was good, yeah. Thank you, Jamie. I do appreciate that. And it would be funny because we did at one point do a couple of the original episodes redone, but they didn't quite blow up as we thought. I was the Defiant, a really good Defiant episode, and it wasn't quite grabbed a hold of. And I don't know why.
Well, and yeah, we tried the fact files as well, which were shorter format without the floating heads on screen and like very nice renders of the ship and really like
crisp,
like a database kind of thing, like you'd be learning at Starfleet Academy. And they're shorter, more to the point, which people were asking for at the time, and they just never really took off. They were really great, and I really enjoyed doing them. Scripting them was fun. There was a lot of really good stuff with them, but
because there's a super fine balance between doing stuff that does something and doing stuff for those that love it. Because by its very nature, if a video gets 2,000 views versus 10,000, well, one of those is therefore more interested in, by definition, of people, right? But the 2,000 people are those that might be on live who absolutely love the really hardcore stuff. So it's an interesting balance of which and what. And it's these lives that help to keep the channel going. So by being on these lives and helping us in these conversations, We have the confidence to do the stuff that we know won't necessarily get the 10,000 views, but that you guys will all watch to get the 3,000 views. So without these, we'd have to do either stuff that's only going to get big views and ignore all the small stuff. Yeah, it's a hybrid, you know, these keep us going, etc. And you're muted.
Said we need to rely on the YouTube algorithm as well as AdSense. So unfortunately, we have to do what gets views. There's a lot of content we would love to do that we'd be passionate about, but if we had like a certain number of people on Patreon,
If it was 3 times on Patreon, maybe 4 times, the confidence would be like, okay, cool, we can just make.
Yeah, now we can make the stuff we really want to make that we don't necessarily know. We won't necessarily get as many views, but
it's not fun to worry about your monthly every month. To some extent, worry.
Yeah,
because it's so variable, right? There's nothing nothing just works. You know.
Yeah.
And Nick teases ship info and ship renders are why I'm here. Questions 10 years. Nick, is that my Nick? Because I feel like you're my Nick.
Yeah. Laughable Larry, how many unreleased interviews might you guys still have? I remember a long time ago you guys said you got into a fight with someone while recording.
Can you be more specific?
I don't recall that.
Yeah?
There might be some hidden gems that haven't been released somewhere, but
yeah,
they're way old now. So if we put them out, it'd be really weird.
I don't think there's anything that old that wasn't a accidental or bonus, because we needed content to release. But I'm like, oh, this little chunk we could separate off, or this little extra kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Olivia Julius throws in $2. The Julius class coming soon since 2022.
That's not on us exactly. You could.
Well, we had a day all ready to go, and we were ramped up to do it, and we haven't. And we got busy since then, and we'll get to it.
Because I remember thinking we're going to film the living in like an hour, or 2 hours. It was like literally like right. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Graham Stoner said those fact files were great. Yeah, I really enjoyed them too. Those and the what were the other ones we did? Fact files and can't remember now.
I mean, I've enjoyed most things we've done. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's just stuff that's like that's super cool. Well, there's fact file and data file. Fact file with a tiny...
data file. Thank you.
Although, boy, I used the wrong definer. It's not the wrong one. It's the one I had, but...
Do me a favor. Go check out our 10 most popular videos.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay.
Sorry. Dan Ben says, fact files gave me information I already knew as a Trek fan, and that's why I didn't watch them. Fleet Yards Studio does Starship Simulator. Really? They're called Fleet Yards?
Those Trekyards boys aren't the only who's suing.
No, and StreamYards. StreamYards came out after we started too, which is a program for streaming.
Sue everybody!
Yeah.
The word yard is defaultedly us.
Classic for Real throws in $5 to fund the creation of the Julius class, so it comes sooner than just since 2022. If not, then those other videos YouTube says you need to do. There you go. Thank you, Classic for Real. Any super chats are greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, it's lovely to be appreciated, because all the time we do stuff and then you enjoy it, but nice to be appreciated. Because a lot of time goes in the background by a lot of people, right? Not just you and me always.
And Royston S. Bailey throws in $10. Love you guys. Live long and prosper. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
My live studio crashed again. Thank you. That is a lovely thing.
Okay. Get it back up.
Yes.
Joel, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, and Star Trek stuff you post is amazing. Thank you.
They were fun we did some really, really good Stargate and Star BSG videos back in the day. They're they're so long ago, they're very easily updatable and improvable.
Matt Boardman, # release the Enterprise D bridge cut. We got Andrew Probert, and we got Larry Nemeczek.
I think that came out. Pretty
No,
sure.
not all the Larry stuff did.
No, I think
for
we.
a fact.
I think we had two, and the first one came out, but we never got into the second one. That was meant to be a
which was about
series.
Which is about the bridge, yeah. And there's also the Ken Palco stuff on props.
Shh.
That was cool. That was cool.
That was
content.
cool. Funny people would watch it. Yes.
Affable Larry says, you guys said he was an asshole during the recording, which I remembered more. But that always stuck with me. Well, that would be me saying that, if anybody. And I don't recall calling anybody an asshole, unless it was just joking around. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sam's face says it all.
Yeah, nothing springs to mind. I mean, not
Yeah.
that it's a decider of beautiful people, but, you know, Trek is a nice thing, and nice people work on Trek, have worked on Trek.
Yeah.
Just at least classic Trek, where they're often pulled because they're specialist sci-fi knowledge or whatever. Nowadays, it's far more mercenary, as in you can work at a VFX company, just be one of the 8,000 people doing comp, right? It's a little less specific now, when in the old days, like 10 people worked on the entire department, and they're all, you know. But, you know, Trek is tend to be nice people.
Nick T, haha. Sam is always confused if it's me. There you go.
It's such a non-you picture. But yes, guys, can we celebrate? We have known Nick Stewart. I say we because he messaged me because of us. Since 2016, the start of 2016.
I keep hearing his name from Matt Boardman and from you, and
Yes.
I have no idea who the hell he is.
He's the lead modeler that's made almost everything we've ever done cool. Most fan
Cool.
films have
Thank you, Nick.
Most fan films have his, as in that I've worked on, have his work as the lead ships. So 2016, Nick, we'll have to have a party at our 10 years because we're getting there.
Yeah. Lazarus 2.
Madness.
TNG, I think you stopped at season 5. Well, we haven't stopped. We're still reviewing.
Again, you guys didn't show up as much, and we've got to live too. It's kind of
That's a lot of commitment to do those. We get screen caps. We both got to watch it ahead of time, and we do the live.
That was one of those, when we were doing better, we could afford to do that. When we're not doing as well, we can't afford to do that. But also, you know, if less of you tuned in, that means less of you interested, which means therefore we're doing stuff more people are interested in. Because we are here to entertain you all, right? That's kind of the point.
Captain... Oh, we'll get to the top 10 videos in just a second.
Yes.
I just want to... Captain Corky, my daughter might be your first lifelong fan. You guys started when she was 1 year old, and she's been a fan ever since she figured out YouTube. Aw.
That's quite teary-uppy. Oh, that's rather sweet. Oh,
Yeah. Hello to her.
hello. We have had a couple of people who've said, "Oh, I'll watch you with my kids," and it's like, "Oh, that's damn."
Yeah. Robert Anderson. Samuel looked like a teenager when you guys first started.
I pretty much
He
was.
he was 20.
I mean, I pretty much was. Wasn't far off.
Eric Martin said, are those data files the ship rendered? Stuart showed me on the big screen. They look amazing. Yes, those are the ones, Eric. Classic for real? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I could do the 10 videos if you'd like.
Sure, yeah, do that, and then we'll get into the other super chats.
So, this is top 10 in top 10 order. Do you want view count as well? Do you want views in years or just videos?
Yeah.
So, at the number 1 slot is the Orville. Part 1, Fleet Yard's mission briefing. A reaction at the same day as the trailer came out, I believe 7 years ago, at 231,000 views. Wabam! Our second biggest content, which was lingering around the 20k mark until suddenly, for some reason, it went higher. Our second number 1 video is our interview with Orville Isaac at 213,000 views. It's got 190,000 views in the last 2 years.
Damn.
And I'll say that video helped fund a month that we had that was a problem. That one video helped turn the tide in that month. And I don't know why, how, or who. It's a really great interview. I did that. He was lovely. It's a really good interview. It was on my DSLR. It's actually great. Good for that. But what the hell? If every interview did that, we'd release more interviews. Episode number 3 at 151,000 9 years ago is the Axonar Aries class, part 1. With Alec, episode 17. Episode number 4 is 131,000 views. The Odyssey is our mission briefing. 8 years ago. Our 5th is the Pegasus, 124,000 7 years ago from BSG. It's our 4th Fleet Yards, our last Fleet Yards. Episode 230, which is
It's our last Fleet Yards. That means we should make more Fleet Yards.
Very possible.
It's that high.
Possibly. Our 6th most popular video is the Source Separation Part 1 at 119,000. Absolutely, 119,000 views 7 years ago.
Love that one.
It is very good. I did separations for a few. No, that's the skateboards. Our 7th most popular is the Ship's Vaxnar at 115,000 views. 9 years. Our 8th most popular is the what will become the inquiry class from Picard. Again, this was a right away reaction. I spent, I believe, it was like 6 many hours prepping that episode. Half an hour, which was very long for us at the time. 114,000 views. And that was 4 years ago. Our 9th most popular is Enterprise J Complete, which was the 2 parts put together. 110,000. And I'm rather pleased to say our number 10th most watched is our that day, that crazy reaction, our 1 hour and 14 minute Discovery Alpha first look of the trailer.
Yeah.
106,000 views. I worked my socks off to prep content for that, and Barry worked his socks off to make a model for that. All the things, and we did there was an hour and 25-minute recording. We just kept going because every single shot had stuff to talk about. And I was like, what? This is a feature-length episode. Oh no, okay, there's a pre-Barry. But we had an hours worth to talk about this first new ship since Enterprise. As in for Prime Trek. From trailer. An hour with over 1,100 comments. Top comment, or the latest comment 3 years ago. This video did not age well.
Hashtag not wrong. Interesting. Okay, cool.
And 5 comments down 6 years ago, Catafo said he loves the D.
Ooh. All right. Well,
so there you go. That's the top 10.
I think it's time for some super chats.
And those have been the top 10 for a very long time. Those have been the top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Super chat time. Classic for real. $2 on behalf of Precious and Lola. Oh, the pug.
Wow.
Super chat.
Thank you. Yes, who was there? Who watched our Discovery Alpha video that I just talked about? Because that was a highlight. I remember doing that. Who was there and watched that?
Somebody mentioned earlier that was their first one that they saw.
It was a really, really good one.
So much hope. Olivia Julius, $5. Rebound the drawing I made of the Trekyards crew, including the mods at the time.
Repost that and we can share it.
Yeah, I don't have access to it right away. Jamie Somerville, £3. Love your content, especially the lives. Live long and prosper.
We love the lives too. We love this interaction with you guys. Thank you.
Gestrel, 1980, $10. Awesome. $10 for 10 years. Love you guys. Hashtag code of honor. Oh, I don't have coffee.
This is vodka. It's so horrible. Yeah.
And you're all YouTubers on some kind of Trek yards.
Okay, thank you. 2 people kept in the audience. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even clap for that. Sorry. Matthew DeFritas, $5. Y'all have had a nice evolution in content and in personal style over 10 years. I remember when y'all recorded top 10s. Now you do them live with us. Yeah, it's more fun that way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they were both fun, but they were certainly, when they were done, they were done. There was a lot less interaction, because of course there was, and the conversation's been far more interesting when it can be with you all, and honestly, have some great ideas. The royal you, because there's so many of you here.
Yeah. William Powell throws in $10. This happy 10th anniversary, guys. Been with you from the start. Ooh. And finally got to meet and talk with you in Vegas. Here is to another 10 years plus.
Is that the YouTube chap that interviewed us with a great question that curveballed us in a great possible way? I believe it might be. Fun yards. Huh?
Let me look for something here real quick. I'll be able to tell you.
Actually, so there's 59 of you that are here. In the chat, have you met us? Either of us, yes or no? And
yes, that is the William Powell that interviewed us.
Boom.
And that was a fantastic interview, my friend.
It was.
The questions you asked were awesome. You did what we do when we talk to actors and stuff. We ask them questions that they don't normally get.
And we
and
have
you did a
had many
fantastic
interviews.
job.
We have done and been in many interviews, and that was definitely one of the better organized.
Yes.
Like the way you did it.
Yeah.
Question wise was good.
Yeah.
So yes, have you met us? Yes, I've met you. I'm interested because there's 56 or 63 of you now. That'd be kind of fun. Let us know if you've actually met us. Probably not most of you, I'm assuming, but probably a few of you have. The sort of the sleeper hits of having met us. we've met quite a few people over the many years.
Yeah.
10, Stuart, 1-0.
There's been a few, yeah. So no, yes, we met. So you never had any YouTube awards sent? No. Mark Lawrence has said that he's met us.
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
I think he has once, yeah.
What?
He stalked us,
Okay.
remember? He was in your bathroom.
Sure, that's creepy.
What?
What? Wesley says no. Matthew says no. Cat Boot says yup. Cat Boot says met us. What? Dan Ben, no. Jamie Summerfield, no. Static Beard Chicote said met you. Not a band account throws in $2. Why isn't Captain Liam Shaw coming back yet?
Because politics. But you will see him on this channel very soon. Yes. All right, I've got to go meet somebody. But there's the picture, which is kind of a nice thing to pause on. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Talk about yourselves and super chat and say hi and woo.
Yeah, this is like a 2-year-old picture, I think. Olivia made this one for us. Hopefully he's actually switched it. There it is. Yeah, okay. Established 10/14/2014. Yeah, the 14th. Yeah. Yeah. Robert Anderson says no, unfortunately. Data's Gut. Met, yes. Cool. Graham Stoner says no. Little People Pets says yuppers. Mr. Mattis. Kestrel says no, but want to. Awesome. William Powell, thanks, guys. I have been watching so long, the questions came easy for me. Yeah, I really appreciated the questions. They're really focused on what we do. So, yeah, that was fantastic. Not just generic interview questions, which was great. Lazarus 2, you'd have to be at Comic-Con Scotland. Haven't been there. So, Dan B, I remember seeing you at Birmingham Destination Star Trek, but was too anxious to come say hi. Don't be. We're just regular people, just like you. I mean, not that you're not just a regular person. You're awesome. You're probably special in a lot of different ways. But don't be concerned about coming up and say hi. We really want you to. Sergeant Roadkill, nope. Offered you a tour around the British Museum and everything on a Foley trip to London. Well, there you go. I will remember that. Matt Boardman says yes. Met both. Matt Boardman. Why is that name familiar? Can't recall. Sorry, Matt. You met me more than you've met Sam. Just saying. Mark Lawrence, maybe once or twice. Yeah, it's true. Not a band account says nope. Trekyardians said met both, but seen Sam many times at UK destinations. Nice. Thank you, Trevor Hines. Says happy anniversary. Area 51 says haven't met you or haven't met yet. Eric Martin says I've met them. Wesley says Shaw, bring back Shaw. Shaw, bring Shaw back. Sounds like a cat in a hat, like a Dr. Seuss book. Shaw, bring Shaw back. Not a bad account. Why doesn't Paramount like Terry Metalis? I don't think it's it's a long. Yeah. Classic for Real throws in $5. My fave Yards video, Picard season 3 vids, but fave video from Sam and Stewart is Stewart's channel, G.I. Joe Sky Striker F-14, Tommy Enterprise, and Stewart's Camaro. If you haven't checked out my personal channel, guys, go do so. The link is in the description below. I talk about a lot more than just Star Trek over there. Hold on one second. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, go check out my personal channel. Sean Sullivan, pop quiz, hot shot. What was Quark's female persona called? Don't recall. Joseph Barbato says, never met but would love to. I'd love to meet you too, man. Laughable Larry, what do you think the state of Trek will be in another 10 years? It's a very good question. I mean, we might be in for another dead spell at some point, and 10 years is quite a long time away. So, but like I said, we started Trekyards before Discovery was even a thing, before there was any new Trek. We prided ourselves on being the only new weekly Star Trek content available. And it was like 2 years before Discovery became a thing. So we'll still be here talking about Trek after the fact, whether there's new Trek or not. So that's what we do. Wesley says, we humans use a universal translator all the time, don't we, when we don't enjoy something? Sure. Total Anthony, after 10 years, you guys should have more subscribers. I believe the YouTube algorithm screwed you too. Absolutely, it did. And now we're kind of locked into this limbo. But that's okay. Sean O'Sullivan, knowing Terry Metalis, probably because he blocked Paramount on Twitter. Oh, that's funny. And there's a funny story around that, which I know Sean knows. A lot of you probably know it, but anyway. Matt Boardman, see Shaw die. See Shaw back. Back Shaw back. Matt is fucking creative. I love Matt because he is a very creative guy. I love that. And Matt Bober knows Terry Metalis does not block him on Twitter. Matt, you know the story of Terry Metalis blocking somebody on Twitter. Shaw go. Lumba. Quark's female version was called Lumba. Okay. Captain Shaw lives. We have to believe. Yes. Wesley says, I'm Irish. Sometimes we speak backwards. Sean O'Sullivan, what class of ship was the Stargazer? Constellation. Not Constitution. Constellation. Trekkernaut says, I was drunk. Yes, you were drunk. I knew you were drunk, but I didn't think you were as drunk as you said later that you were. Because it wasn't an awkward meeting at all, I don't think. I think for you maybe it was. But you seemed a little sketchy and a little kind of like stalkerish a little bit at first, but I'm glad we met you, man. You're fantastic. By the way, released Trekyards Trekyards tribute video today on the Trekyards channel, so check it out, guys. The music in that was supplied by Olivia Julius, but it's a really great look at kind of 10 years of Trekyards. It was great. It is great. Go watch it. Eric Martin, $10. I finally remember Trekyards, one of my favorite, some real down-home fun. Yeah, we don't talk about Trekyards here because, as Sam mentioned earlier, we are in fact suing Trekyards.
Trekyards.
We can't really talk about them, so yeah.
Yeah, I hate when they steal people's identities. Alright, sorry. Everyone's safe, we're all good. What did I miss? Probably lots. Hi there.
Nothing.
Oh. I'm back!
Yay, the party can resume.
Yeah.
Laughable Larry, I think in another 10 years you guys will be reviewing AI fan Trek creations. Somebody asked what we think the state of Star Trek will be in 10 years, and I'm like, it doesn't really matter. We're probably in for another dead spell at some point, and 10 years is quite a long ways away. So even if it is a wasteland for new Trek, we're still going to be here because we started 2 years before Discovery was announced, and we'll have new stuff to talk about all the time. That's how we roll.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, honestly, with these new owners, anything could happen, right? I mean, no one would have predicted Star Wars would have been bought by Disney and what they would have done with it, right? If you had said, so do you think Luke's made a coward and everyone hate him, like as in like his portrayal, at least half people, you'd not guess that. So it's hard to predict. Would anyone predicted Darth Plagueis would have been in a cave? No. So hard to predict. But hey,
go back to the picture of Olivia's for a second.
Sure.
I just want to. I was reading comments and I didn't get around to naming everybody. So,
yes,
the gentleman on the left is Fleetpaw. Then there's Joe Torres. Then there's Olivia. Then there's
good
Ian.
likeness. I can tell it's Olivia. It's actually quite a good likeness, considering.
Yeah. And then there's Ian. I'm not sure who the other gentleman is behind me in the red shirt.
It's not as detailed as it could be. A bald fellow.
Is that Matt Boardman? No, wouldn't be Matt Boardman. He's not bald. I'm in the captain's chair. John Hathcock is behind me with the beard. Then there's Sam. Then there's...
Very lanky.
Yeah, and then there's Admiral Sylvia standing behind him. Who are the other two?
Why is my head the smallest head? With the longest
It's
body?
It's got the least amount in it. I mean,
seriously.
it's an obvious answer.
My delta's the smallest, and my head is the smallest.
Well, your head's the same size as Joe's.
Well,
So.
yeah.
So yeah, that's the team. I'm sorry I don't remember three of them. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the classic for real. Throws in $2. I love Trekyards. Here's $2 for their legal defense fund. Wow. Thanks, Classic. We'll let them know that you did that. Wow. Mark Lawrence throws in $20. Can we get a shot of that picture of that crazy stare that Dave Blass gave you? It's on my phone.
Stop crashing YouTube, Jesus.
I will. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, you can just show that as a...
Yeah,
That's a story you never thought you could tell watching Picard. But I'll talk about the poll for a second. Go vote in the poll with 141 votes, which is a lot of people has come in the last 2 hours. How long have you watched Trekyards? There's 10 years, 6 to 9, 3 to 5, 1 to 2. The winner now at 42%, so that pulled ahead, is 3 to 5 years. 31%, 6 to 9. 16%, all 10 years since the first video. And 11%, 1 to 2. So a lot of loyal people for a lot of years. That is crazy. Thank you so much.
Oops. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Nakiro. Yes, look forward to season 5 of Lower Decks, which is very, very soon. And not wonderfully annoyingly, I got Nick Cook, the great famous 20 years of his fan film, who's coming the same weekend because he's got a big vacation. He's like, I want to come and film with you. When? And then they announced the Lower Decks. I mean, I think he was booked first technically, and it's like, oh, great. I mean, great, but oh, great. So that's fun. So we can watch Lower Decks together. Yeah. But we love Nick. We love Nick. Thank you, LT Johnson. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's nice to still be here with you all because it's been a while.
I'm back in my Vegas photos now. Finally.
Yeah.
I got a lot of photos.
And Matt, I'm currently rendering the green thing. Brand new thing happening. In terms of a lull of Trek, I mean, things, if you've had an explosion that we had, it's hard to go anywhere but down, right? Anyway.
Well, yes and no.
Because you can't go, to get weekly Trek again without being, a Lower Decks, which, 2 seasons of Lower Decks would be Prodigy would be the entire year almost. But, of course, it was going to be less, but of course we had all these things being commissioned in the pandemic because people need content. That stuff has now filtered through. And the streaming wars have come at the other end, and there are no real victors, except Disney upping their price every year.
So Dave Blass was on a panel on stage with Terry Metalis and talking about the bridge recreation. And he kept staring at me in the audience. I was like in the second row. And Sam was kind of on the floor getting video of the situation. And Dave Blatz kept staring at me. And this was the look, that disapproving. That the whole time. It's like, what the fuck did I do? This is like a disappointed dad.
But it's not like a personal look. It's not like you personally. It's just you at you.
A lot of people suggested that because he might have been nervous, so he was focusing on somebody that he knew to kind of quell that instead of looking at the other. But I don't think so, because Dave is very natural on stage.
But it's interesting because we obviously at Vegas you forget how big the auditorium is. It's a giant auditorium. It is like you can't
possibly terrifying though.
And we love Dave. We love him.
If you watch the footage of that panel that I took from my captain's log, you can see him. He'll say something, then he'll just stare. And it's like, what? What am I doing, Dave?
You're scum. What? Save me to Stewie. Save me. No, a lovely guy. He's such an...
He's great,
affable. It's...
Affable.
Thank you, exactly. Yeah, that. Very, very pleasant chap. Very, very smart as well. Really on the ball for things.
Yeah.
I would hire him in a heartbeat for lots of things. He's a very good team. Anyway.
So there you go, Mark. There's your picture you paid $20 for.
Don't remember what the point was.
Oh, you'd hire him in a second for anything.
Yeah, no, but before the picture came up, I was saying something and then you popped in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your train of thought.
No, it's fine. Might have still been on the running out of Trek, post-pandemic Trek. I don't know where I was going with that though.
Who would have thought that we'd be where we are now? The new owners of where's it going to go?
Well, that's the generalness. Yeah, we're
talking about lower decks and animated stuff.
It is funny though to think we will have lived through and reported through 3 eras of Trek. The dead era, and it was just us.
The only weekly Star Trek content, and we prided ourselves on that.
Basically, yeah. Then the rise of new Trek and the insanely varietied, every show be different, every show different quality, every show different fan love. And now the post that new owners, where they're gonna say, just like Disney took over Star Wars and commissioned something straight away, when they work out what the hell they have money wise, they'll commission what they want, and it'll be very different to what Kurtzman, hit the original brand they wanted. So that'd be super interesting.
Ralston S. Bailey throws in $10. Thank you.
Thank you.
Star Trek has helped me imagine a positive future for humanity and learn not to judge books or people by their cover. What inspires you about Trek, or how has Trek helped you become a better person?
God, more questions like that, guys. Goodness.
Well, the typical answer, a hopeful future. But honestly, it's made me a better person because I'm more confident now talking to people. Stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's just never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be doing this for a living, like talking about something I love and getting to know a lot of really fantastic people as a result. Like Mark Lawrence is a prime example, Matt Boardman, all those people I would not know. Sam, I'd mention him too, sure. I would not know these people if it wasn't for Trekyards. But that's the result of Star Trek. So that's kind of my answer.
It is different when it comes to me because I've literally always had Trek. I mean, you have as well, but it's been significantly different youth to so I've existed with them, with Trek being the thing. So it's therefore it's sort of like pre me. There was no pre me. There's only me with Trek, and it's just about the positivity. I mean, I just see everyone as equal and treating people on their merit and being good to people. I don't say I believe in karma, but I believe in doing good things when you can, because the universe needs that. So that's, and people in the chat might know I do the occasional nice thing if I can. Well, people need it because it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Olivia said Jeff Jacobs is the last one. Oh, yes, Jeff Jacobs. He used to be a regular on the lives as well as a moderator, and he did the super chat snipes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People come and people go.
Lieutenant Johnson says, "Love you guys a lot. Sorry, been busy on projects." Well, I'm glad you're here now.
There's no excuse.
We're always here, so come and join us every once in a while if you can.
And watch Lower Deck Season 5, because we really like people to be engaged in these conversations. We always interact better when we have an audience to bounce off of. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Matt Boardman says, "Well, I do sort of look like Muggsy from Looney Tunes, so it could be me." No, it's not you.
Okay.
Dante throws in $10. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy 10 years. I've always been here in spirit. From the heyday of Star Trek continues onward. Nice. Yeah.
Showing a frame in that. Yeah, cool.
That's the "I want to fight you" look. It's what it felt like. Yeah, it felt like he was mad at me or something. That's before I talked to Terry in person, so I assumed Terry would be like kind of pissed at me. But
it's the you hate it all like a carpet. You get the face, you Canadian prick.
Well, didn't we talk to him the night before that at the bar? Yeah. It was the night before that we were talking to him at the bar. And like so pleasant and lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
I mean, nothing. He wasn't really focused on it. You can tell by the eye lines. It's fine. But I do want to quickly celebrate. Again, I found some pictures. This is one of those memories that I'll treasure, because this is one of those things where Trekyards brought this about. This is Ryan Denning, who you might know the name, but he worked on The Expanse and then on Discovery and Stranger Worlds and other things since. This is just an interesting example of, this is us having predated him working on Trek, him working on Trek to design ships. The ships make it their way into the episodes on television that millions saw. Him watch our content, knowing who we already were, talk about his design, and then talking to us about us, talk about his design. And agreeing with things.
What?
But think about all the things in your life we had to get to meet someone on Trek, that, like the stuff I just said. And he was lovely, and we had a lovely chat, and I talked to him for quite a while. And then this is obviously a really funny image and all that long story. But like, to be going long enough and be respected enough to talk to people that watch your content on their content, and you're already a legend before that.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing to have sort of taken and be like, damn, that's awesome, you know.
Matt Boardman says, "Have you asked him about?" No, I have not asked Dave Blass about that. I should have.
Well, probably like Anthony Rapp, who you'll reiterate the story like, that did what? I don't remember, because why would he, right? So Dave probably wasn't thinking.
Yeah, no, this was a great moment, and I love that he did these modifications to the D7 on your print. You were so happy about that. I had to get this picture. Or did you get this picture? I got a picture of you.
Yeah. Yours are better, but it's the one I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the one that I got.
Yeah. I have one of one customized, because I had no render. His render. How could I? But he did this, and he had to, like you see, this is before there's proper views of it. So he sort of didn't really want to show us the views. But he had to go and find reference images on back emails to his work on Discovery to reference to do all this. It's a beautiful one of one. Really, really, really proud of this as little. And like I say, he was lovely. I mean, really, really nice. And he's done a lot of good stuff for Discovery, so yay for him being hired.
Yeah, absolutely.
All those fun memories.
All right, guys, we're at 94 likes. I'd like to get up to 100 likes for this one. 10 likes for every year that we've been going would be great. So another 6 likes. If you haven't hit like yet, please do so. Would really appreciate that. And make sure you go vote in the poll as well.
Yeah, keep up
How many votes do we have? 146 votes. Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of people come in and voted.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Another one thing I wanna throw up. So this is another little fun thing that I found, just in perspective. These are the mugs with our faces on, our branding on, that my cast use when filming Trek shorts. A slight in joke. Who gets which mug? And we have another one as well.
Yeah.
So
Who wanted the Captain Foley mug?
It always varies. I think Marcus tends to grab for his tea. But it's just so surreal to make your Trek fan films and you're using your Trekyards branded mugs that you've also had for years. These aren't new, right?
These are also available in the links down below.
They are.
So go check them out.
Yeah, great printed. The black one looks fantastic. It's a really, really good mug. It's just funny whenever you realise they're drinking from branded mugs that are ours because of what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those upstairs.
Yes.
John Hathcock is here, another one of our Facebook moderators. Thank you so much,
John.
John.
We love you.
$20.
Oh.
Happy anniversary, gents.
Thank you.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
20. As in 10. As in 24 10. Yes, 10 years, yes. Goodness. Sorry.
I'm so confused.
Sorry.
That's okay.
But Stuart, since we've got 50 people, should I tease something we're going to be offering in the next week or so?
I don't know.
Our anniversary bundle?
You're asking me, so I mean, it seems like you want to talk about it.
I'm pre-teasing. That I can stop at a pre-tease, or do I continue to tease after the pre-tease?
Sounds very sexual, so I don't know if I should answer this question.
But you're a sexual guy, Stuart. You always answer these questions.
Do what you need to do. Yeah, go ahead. Let them know. Tell them.
So we're going to be offering a very special 10th anniversary art bundle in the coming not too long. We'll be talking about it and showing off on the Drunkyards, so do tune for that. This will be a, quote-unquote low-cost, fun anniversary thing that you can get either digitally or if you really want physical, we'll work that out as well, depending, obviously, additional whatever goes with that. But these will be special art things that have been made for us, made with us, that are you and me branded, that can be very displayable, and we'll offer like a small bundle and a bigger bundle. And for every super chat that's put in a 20 or whatever, if you want to get some exclusive high-end anniversary 10-year art, then we'd love to get some of those so people to have that imagery. And like I said, if anyone wants them physical, we can potentially offer that depending on the interest. Do some sign potentially again, if interest, that'd be kind of a up to the audience thing. And it will help fund Vegas, which is still not fully funded, and hopefully some other stuff too. So yeah, there'll be some exclusive stuff, and who knows, maybe on the live I can personalize some stuff. Don't know if I can do that. Maybe I can. Don't know. Probably not. Maybe. Don't know. But yeah, I'm just saying there'll be some fun anniversary bundle stuff coming in the coming days. So be primed and buy an anniversary Trekyards bundle. Only you're gonna offer this your anniversary month kind of deal. So, and they be fancy.
All the things he said.
Mm-hmm.
All the things he said, all the things he said, all the things he said, all the things he said.
I guess if you're interested in pre-registering, as it were, email trekyards@hotmail.com. Say interested in the anniversary art bundle, because that's how we're going to work it out.
Are you going to tell them what the art bundle includes?
Well, it's going to be ships. It's going to be custom ships. Someone famous worked on the ships. And art. And ships that we've had a lot to do with. Not CBS, these are our ships. So, like I say, if you're interested in pre-signing up, as it were, and seeing what we're offering, email trekyards@hotmail.com. But we'll be able to show these off on the live next week. And hey, if everybody on the live gets a bundle while we're on the live, that'd be fun. Won't be very much, but it's a nice thing to celebrate the anniversary for. So yeah.
Well, there you go. Are you guys sufficiently teased?
I feel pretty teased. But they're pretty. Very displayable. Or wallpaperable. I mean, either which. So yeah. Be teased.
I've seen 2 of these things, and yes, I agree.
Stuart's one's real pretty.
Oh, that could be taken
Out of context. It gets you, doesn't it? Dear me.
Yeah. Matt Borman, all the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Yeah. Thank you for continuing the lyrics. Dave Dan Ben says, my top 2 Star Trek ships are the Katinga Battle Cruiser and the Akira class. Nice. Yeah.
So I'll ask you, again, things I sort of vaguely prepped for this. How do you feel when you see something like this, which is 2 well-liked, mostly, Trek alumni, Ethan Peck and Ethan Phillips, Neelix and Spock, signing Trekyards branded ship art? How does that feel?
Always feels kind of cool. I love when they ask for one themselves, which has happened. Just saying.
That last trip was kind of crazy.
It's always cool to see that, and to see it get into people's hands and be on their walls. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's the best bit. It's fine to get it for yourself, but to have people appreciate it, because that's the thing. We get these for you guys, and to know it's a hyper specialist one of one, as in like rare of rare, and that the real legend signed them, and yeah, it's very sweet because it's back in the olden days of conventions, I do, still even now, they just take DVD screen caps and do art, and it's like, these are all blurry. It's like, yes, my shots ain't blurry. No, you can see in Windows normally, if there are Windows that are seeable. It's innable. And that Rick one I did with all different ships, that's pretty. There's been a couple
nice ones.
A couple nice art pieces, yeah. Very proud of these. Because it's like, simple, clean. So I remember when you said, I remember designing these in the hotel room, you said, we discussed the text at the bottom, how complicated to make it, and we kind of back and forth that. And I remember that was very much like that is as simple as all we need. I remember that debate on the sofa in Vegas. Not in Vegas, in LA. On that cheap motel sofa.
Spavolda. I can't remember the name of the street. I can never say it. Spavolvida.
Yes. Which is shockingly close to famous people, but if you just
that's the hotel we left from to go to Doug Drexler's place, and we stopped at Target so you could buy some jeans.
Yes.
And while there, I met DeFrank. What's his name? Philip DeFrank.
Yes, Philip DeFranco.
Yeah. Met him at Target and got a picture with him. He's like, it's great.
I said to you, you're never going to meet him again. It's never the most polite thing to do, but if you do it in a polite way, it's okay. And have you ever seen him again, Stuart?
I see him on YouTube all the time.
In person, Stuart?
He's a person, yeah.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Let me Julius $2. I've waited long enough. Pug now. Well, there's no pug in my nearest vicinity. There's a Chihuahua. There's a Dot, but there's no pugs.
You're unpugged.
Yes.
No pugs for you. Let's see.
Yeah.
Total anthologies. What do you guys do as professions?
You're looking at it.
That's most of what I do.
Yeah.
And visual effects around that, which is what I do on this. So, same skills, differently applied.
Yeah, you're looking at it, essentially. Used to have a regular job. Had a lot of weird jobs over the years. But when I started Trekyards, I was working as a private investigator. So, there you go.
Yeah, hence why he's good at fact finding.
Matt Boardman. Stewart. Unpugged is the name of my next album. What's the band name, though? You always have awesome band names.
Yeah, Trekyard. Interesting. I was there as well, I believe. Or that's this event. No. No. This was a Comic-Con. Yeah, which actors have you met through Trekyards that you think that's been a special interaction that rings as special to you?
Anthony Rapp. There's been a lot of good ones, though, especially this last run in Vegas. Got to tell Mary Wiseman I had a little bit of a crush on her, thanks to Sam pointing that out.
Gently pushed you, yep.
And
the good cliff pushing.
Yeah. Not off a cliff under a bus.
The fall was far.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Yes.
There's been a lot of great interactions, and then and to be able to say that we're friends with the designers, like John Eves, I see him at Wonderfest, and we hang out. I've been to Doug Drexler's place. We went and visited him when me and Sylvia went to LA. Like they're friends now, which is really neat. So actors, not so much. I mean, but there have been some really good interactions with actors for sure. What about you? What would come to your mind, do you think?
Yeah, that's always fine. I listen to you and do these things. I don't necessarily think I listen to you. I mean, Ethan, of course, was fun because I was a guest at FedCon, so I had a brief moment in the backstage bit where he shared a beer, which is not what I thought I was going to do with
That's
Pike, Spock. Oh, God, actors. I mean, meeting Tawny Nuisance last time and expressing how much how I appreciate what she does, and the fact that she's now sort of a showrunner was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, that Ryza show or whatever.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that as well. Yeah,
a live action comedy.
So that was fun bit of fun to meet her. We talked about it before, but Mary Shifo, when she knew who I was, like from Trekyards, and Anthony knowing in the queue and locking eyes with me in the queue for him, and it's like, hell yeah, oh you know who I am, hello yes, hey Sam,
and Reese from Discovery, who knew us because he watched Trekyards.
Yeah, with a tremendous coming home this year, in terms of following up on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite the same thing, but because Trekyards we got some prints signed by Shatner, one of which was for you as well, I believe. And because if you get more prints or more things signed, you get more time because they can't sign it quickly. So I actually had to speak to Shatner, which was kind of nice because he's not known for that per se. So I actually had to talk to him and then talk to Sulu as well. We've got a few with him. And that was lovely just to have, because we know you've got like 2 to 3 minutes versus like 40, 20 seconds. It's a bit of a different experience. And that was nice. That was you sort of run out of things to talk about in a way, but then you just kind of have a real interaction because like it's not that it's bored, but it's like you just get to sort of play with the moment versus do the thing you need to do. But then again, you forget those things. Like what the hell do you talk about? I have no memory, right? Because it's so random.
There's been a lot of great stories over the years that once we start talking about stuff, will spark my memory. But to just be asked offhand, it's like hard to kind of think of one. Yeah. Olivia Julius throws in $5. How many restraining orders do you have with Trek Stars? A whopping 0 so far.
A big giant 0. The biggest 0 you can possibly imagine.
We're working on trying to get some, but
no, it's not very hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, Doug Jones kissed everyone on the head, so at least at the time you met him, didn't he? Wasn't that kissing you on the head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met all the Star Trek captains? No, haven't met Sisko. Met Kirk.
Met Kirk.
Met Kirk a few times.
He's not that hard to meet, which I love. Being how old he is. Yeah, Bakula and Avery don't do conventions really, almost ever. Bakula was working pretty much non-stop since, and Avery because he's ill. Met
Freeman in Vegas.
Yeah.
She was lovely. She was a nice lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's very community oriented. She's very people orientated. You can kind of vibe also from her social media.
She'd make a good captain.
Yeah, well, she'd try and make a good captain. The scripts would make her do silly things. Yeah. Have met Riker. He counts as a captain. Yeah. Disappointing, but hey, well, everyone could be good. Yeah, I mean, Avery would make so much money if he did any event. Because no one's had a chance to meet him for a long time. And had I known how not possible it was to meet him, I would have tried hard at the event. The one event he did, the 5 captains in the UK, which was obviously a big deal. Yeah. Well,
Fleet Paw Swiftback is here, so have no fear, Sam. I know you were worried. He was fearful at the beginning because you weren't here, Fleet Paw.
I told you. I was genuinely worried.
And he throws in $100 super chat. That is very generous. Thank you so much. That is amazing, sir.
That's $10 for every year. Wow, $10 a year.
That's how math works.
That's crazy.
Anyway, Goes on to say,
Goodness.
"Fear be gone, fleet pause along." He's changed it up now.
Well, he's got space to say now, hasn't he?
Can't be here for long, but I wanted to say it has been an honor and a privilege working with you two in the past 6-ish years. Here's to 10 years and many more. 3 cheers for the captain and commander. Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! I'll drink to that.
And it was lovely to meet you. And it's funny because obviously now you're in Trek shorts, so I can hear, I've heard your voice in the edit. So it's like, oh, he's back again. Kind of like, oh, that guy. And as I've said, as you were there, Stu, he sounds so on audio. He sounds so much like Chell from Bridge Commander when he's acting. So close. You could be the new Chell. He's the Bolian. Who's great. That's what I was doing, Destination.
Yeah. Wesley Healy says, I must check which merchandise you guys have. Any nice hoodies? Yes. Links in the description below. The TeePublic's probably the better choice because they have sales on quite regularly. And some really nice stuff there. So shirts, you can get any of our designs put on hoodies or t-shirts or mugs or anything. So, but yeah, check it out, and that'd be great. Matt Boardman says, I got to get my picture taken with Mr. Brooks, Cisco, back in 2008 at STLV when it was at the Hilton. Nice.
Yeah, I went to the Hilton.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's just crazy. But I mean, if he's not well, and if he can't talk to fans in a way that's cogent, then he doesn't want Legacy to be left, does he? One bad event can be bad, but big shame.
And John Hathcock says TeePublic's quality is excellent too. It is. Yeah, their quality is fantastic.
I wear their shirts most days.
Yes.
Because they're pretty great.
As do I. Oof.
Yeah. I really need pictures of Avery.
And there's the TeePublic link. Thanks to our awesome moderator, Fleetball. He shared it in the chat, so click that if you don't want to check the description. But it's in the description of all of our videos, the links to our merchandise. So.
If you want to get something cool, they are cool.
And we love seeing them when we go to conventions. We've seen quite a few Trekyards shirts and stuff out in the wild, which is nice.
Absolutely.
So. Yeah, so Wesley, go check the link that FleetPod just shared and let us know if you decide to buy anything. That'd be awesome. Trekkernut says, Cap, we need to build a scale working replica of Vincent. There are a few out there. I saw one at Wonderfest a few years ago. This little guy back here. I don't know if I could build one. That was a random thing to say, but that's okay. Yeah, I want an R2D2, and I want a Vincent. That'd be great.
Full-sized.
Laughable Larry, glad Shatner was nicer to you guys than Red Letter Media.
Well, that was a story. That was worth it just for the story, right?
Yeah.
But does he run his social media?
I'm leaning towards not really, but...
Whoever does has a lot of freedom to whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. It might be him. Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, he was
He doesn't really write his novels, so I don't know.
They were good novels.
Ooh,
they were good. They were good novels. Yeah, but
he's just sitting there giving ideas, and Judith and Garfield Reeve Stevens are the ones that wrote the goddamn stories. So.
Yeah, but without the story person, right?
No, fair enough. Yeah, absolutely.
If he said, "I want Kirk and Janeway to bang," then they'll write it in, and he made it in pretty much. I like Kate. Let's have a thing. Just like it's not like Patrick Stewart wrote Nemesis, but he got the buggy chase sequences in.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
But he kind of wrote those scenes in the abstract, right? They're not good, and he kind of did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny to think with Trekyards because as we have continued, we're more known by more people. I was talking to was talking with about to someone on Discovery Season 5 and 4, and he said big fan Trekyards. And it's like, oh. Because you never know, right? But also, you know, we cater as, obviously, we are niche within niche. That's going to niche our audience, of course. But the fact is, if we look at a ship from Lower Decks, there's probably not a single other piece of content about that ship on the internet. At least for a while, because why the hell would there be, right? Some of the stuff. So if you design that ship, maybe on Google see what people think about it. Maybe the only thing that comes up, right? Maybe. And that's okay, right? But, you know, so people might see us just from that regard. Oh my god, Stuart, that's so screen used feeling.
Right? Yeah, we've met a lot of amazing people. We've done a lot of incredible things as a result of Trekyards. So I'm very thankful for everything that we've done and everything you guys have done.
It's too much to remember. That's the irony.
Yeah.
You almost need a genuine, like, breakdown of, like, oh yeah, this is why the pictures of me going through is quite interesting. I'll do more for the Drunkyards. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because it's so many small things that mount up, right?
Nick Cook just liked my Twitter post for our 10th anniversary. Yay!
It's only 10:34 p.m. Why isn't Nick here? Cuh. Lady. Cuh.
Oh, Joe Torres is here. I'm fashionably late. The parry can begin now. Parry, thrust, parry, thrust, parry, thrust. I think he means party. Good to see you, Joe. Glad you made it.
I mean, since Joe's here, we can ask the question and waiting for him, obviously. What's been the, like, any favourite memories from you guys? And we'll probably ask this again on our Drunkyards, which should definitely turn up for next Saturday. But what's been some, like, I've really enjoyed that we've done. It could be non-specific, it could be your Discovery reviews, or just something that you thought we really enjoyed, like a special thing that you've enjoyed. I want to shout out something we've done. Something you've enjoyed.
Yeah. Just make it short and then the regular chat.
Yeah.
And that'll be awesome. Olivia throws in $5 and says, I got to go to work. Stuart and Sam, working for you all these last years since 2020 has been a great honor. Honor to you and your channel.
And your channel, yes.
Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you. Enjoy your works.
Indeed, indeed. Trekkernaut says the video with the Cushmans was amazing. Yes. We had a really cool interaction with Matt Cushman in Vegas. Got to see something really cool, which hopefully you guys will see in some form someday, because it's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, you took video of that?
I didn't.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Yeah, I was.
Because it's something that they made for a project that was going to be a thing that wasn't a thing. My
brain said that my brain registered you said you took footage of a thing with them, and I was like, what?
No, I didn't, because can't really have pictures or anything of that. So,
okay, let us know something you really enjoyed from us. Because Noriko says, to be honest, the review of the Aurora class from Stargate and the Sovereign talks. Yes, the famous John Eves two-take content. Thanks, John. The one time we got him twice in the same video, in essence. Yeah, God. Aurora was a long time ago. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Stargate episodes. 5 years ago, 11,000 views. Is that the real one? Oh, that's our second one, I believe. No, yes. Right, yes, it was also, yeah, I must do it again, because we had a enhanced model. Yes. 5 years ago, 20.
A video with Michael Okuda. No. We've hung out with Michael Okuda and Denise Okuda and Ticonderoga, but we've never had them on the channel.
Yeah,
it seems like an odd omission, but they're usually busy doing things. We've tried, so.
Yeah, there are interviews, kind of. There's an interview, kind of.
And Fleetpaw, member for 54 months at the rank of Commander. I enjoyed meeting you two in person, doing a live, and just hanging out. Yes, I admittedly whirlwinded through the house to see it all. Still bitter about that. But I still enjoyed it. And plus, Winterfest was awesome. Doing voiceover work with Sam was fire.
Yes.
Plus, there's a 3D scan of you now.
Yes.
Because that is. You can do anything with that.
Not really.
The technology exists well in the future.
Well,
you could put them like insert them into a porno. Anything you'd want, man.
oh, I've got something I could say about that. I'm not going to. Oh, I love when I find new model download sites. Yeah, no, and CG Stuart will. I think and in fact, it's funny. The scan software improved as I was there, so I might have to go back and re-update this, redo the scan things. Although I'll say this is sort of relevant, but I managed to scan my granddad, who's like 90, and it went really well. So I'm very happy now. I have a full digital scan of my granddad's face. So that's nice. That's useful for the future. Oh, Trekyards, we didn't, but I should get that. That seemed cool. Still muted, Stuart. Yeah, NX designer.
I said that's something that I should get as well.
Yeah, because I think the Cushmans made the thing, didn't they? Oh, look at that face. Why have you shown that face of me? Oh. Is this my camera? I assume it'd have to be. But these are probably ones I've done stuff with.
Possibly.
They're not phone. You can tell they're not phone. Yeah, a bit fancy, isn't it, really? With all the lights off, it just pops.
Yes, I know, right?
I mean, you couldn't work in that. It'd be horrible to work in as an environment, but it looks cool.
No, it wouldn't. Why would it be horrible?
Because it's all dark.
It's not dark. All the screens you need and all the buttons are lit up. There's nothing dark about it. You don't have to write on a piece of paper.
I need ambient
You don't
light.
need light.
My eyes like ambient light.
There's a lot of ambient light there.
Were you there?
There's such a thing as too dark, yes, but there's such a thing as too bright.
Same.
And this is just the right mix of both.
Personal preference, Jim. Personal preference.
And I'm right.
Personal preference, Jim. Personal preference. Someone mentioned the experience. Yeah, boy, if I could time travel, you'd go to the experience, just hang out on the D bridge, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because in theory, you could time travel around the times of the event. You could like sneak in. We could Groundhog Day it, where you work out a way of getting in by memorising everyone's routes to bit of walk through security and such. It'd be so if I'd just be on that set, just to passively be on that set for a bit, like we did on this set. Whole different experience to do that. Whole difference. Yeah. Would that be one of your biggest highlights then, to sort of live on this bridge for a bit? Because obviously we were in there for at least one of the trips for a long while. Is that one of those absolute highlights to feel the sets?
Yeah, I mean, I had the 25th anniversary Star Trek game that had a CD that you could go around the bridge and look at all the different. I used to surprise my CD-ROM drive in my old IBM laptop didn't get burned out because I used it so much. So to be actually there and be able, to go around and sit in every spot and just kind of soak it in is just fantastic. I would just love to be able to have as much time as I wanted on there. So
now we've said before, but one of the I'm trying to work out how I'm expressing this. It's a very unique experience to be able to be on the set so long that you get bored.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen with anybody, right? That's a weird way of phrasing it, but do you see what I mean? Like, and to feel that mild boredom of, okay, we're sitting in the chair looking at the view screen. They did this for 12 hours a day. Oh God, like that's it, right? You're sort of living that fun. Versus the zeitgeist of being on the bridge. Like, oh, this is how it felt like to be on the bridge versus be on the bridge.
Yeah, it's a novelty thing at first, and then it's like the same thing with my captain's chair that I take to London Comic Con. First time I sat in that, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I just like soaked it in. And now I've done it for like 6 years, and it's just like, it's a chair. It's fine. it's kind of like,
Great swivel.
It does have a nice swivel.
Really good swivel. Yeah, and that's living Trek. So it's nice to be able to go there as people, to be known although it'd be interesting to do like at a, I've said before for other things in real life, but to go to an event or a convention and have like a, the Sims, the game The Sims.
Yeah.
They have diamonds on their head. If you could put an overlay on your brain where it would diamond on everyone's brain that's watched Trekyards, who wouldn't come and see you who are a fan, who just have seen Trekyards. So therefore, if you were in front of them and they could put two and together, know you, and go to like Vegas and see how many people of the hundreds there, how many green diamonds, because would it be half? Would it be more than half who've seen Trekyards? Because, YouTube is very well used. So same thing with Tycoon Droga. How many people who knew us there when we were at those events who didn't say hi? Because you can't quantify it by who says hi, because people are nervous. People might not want to bother you. That would be an interesting experience with how long we've done this.
Noriko says, as iconic as the TOS bridge, I still love the Strange New Worlds Enterprise bridge. It looks way more for 2250s. No, this does, because this is the original 2250s era bridge. So this is the correct look. Sorry.
Yeah, that bridge looks more advanced than NX and then Star Trek motion picture, which means it doesn't fit, which means it's doing its own thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit at all.
Yeah. This looks super advanced in person. I don't care what anybody says. It is a very beautiful layout, and it looks so good.
Yeah, I mean, and it's way more functional than Strange Worlds Bridge, which the lights are in stupid places. It's bigger, so you can't read displays. It's shiny. Like, this is a far more functional space than that bridge by an absolute mile.
Yeah. Andrew Duncan says, I started watching you guys religiously when I lost my job in 2018. Now I'm buying my house and writing about my favorite ship, the Steamrunner. For a Star Trek fanzine. Thank you. That's awesome to hear, Andrew.
Do you want to shout out the fanzine?
Yeah.
And I'm going to end this poll and start one more before we end. So not about 15 minutes left. 168 votes. How long have you been watching Trekyards? The big question, which I'll ask again on the Drunkyards. 40%. 3 to 5 years. So that is half-ish. 31%, 6 to 9 years. Way more than half.
69 years. Holy shit.
6 to 9 years.
Oh, okay.
17%, all of the years. Still, 19, 20 people. Or 25 people. And 11% 1 to 2 years. So that shows a lot of regulars.
Yeah.
/ a lot of years. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And Lazareth 2 says, so, Trekyards convention? If somebody wants to organize it for us, sure. I don't want to be in charge of organizing a convention ever. Because that's just bullshit. The Scottish Nightmare says, the Strange New Worlds bridge looks generic sci-fi. 100% yes. It's got a TOS look to it because they did do the colors and stuff. But, it's very... I find a lot of new... the Discovery... that kind of stuff is very generic sci-fi. So, just the computer displays and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. If anybody hasn't hit like yet, please do so. We have 109 likes, which is great, but I'd like to get 120 possibly if we can. So if you're just joining us and haven't hit like, please do so.
The like spike. Teasing you there. But yes, Stuart, it's been an interesting road. We could never have predicted when we started, nor the weird opportunities, nor the vibe we have now.
One could say it's been a long road, getting from there to here.
And yet it doesn't feel long, because we're here and it's been 10, and it's like, oh, damn.
Doesn't feel like 10.
But it does make you appreciate when you ask actors what it was like being Trek 20 years ago, and it can both feel very long ago and not very long ago, but how much is in between.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a new appreciation for those kind of questions, because it's like somebody will come up to me and be like, so that thing you said about this ship in this video, I agree with, and I'm like, that was like 6 years ago. I have no idea what I said.
My name's Stuart. Hi.
Yeah. I still have an opinion on it if you ask me, but
exactly.
But my opinion has changed over the years on a lot of things, so.
And in fact, the TOS crowd, 3 years, so much as not every day, and nor they involved in the writing. And a lot of the days they were so busy remembering the lines, they couldn't necessarily keep those memories later. So you ask them, it's like, oh no, So it is interesting because, had you done anything for 10 years before Trekyards? For a full 10 years?
Not consecutively, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. No.
Yeah. So therefore, because even like things like the school, being in school, different schools, and different years, and different vibes, and different memories. This is a relatively the same thing for 10 years. That's 10 is the same thing. Very few people do anything for 10 years consistently. And, as we have said before, 10 years of weekly Saturday ship videos. We almost missed one once, but because time zones we didn't. That was just a faulty YouTube thing, that was a problem, not an us thing.
Yeah. And Fleetpaw, yeah, I agree. He says, it hardly feels like I've been here for 6+ years. Feels like basically just yesterday. Yeah. I mean, there are times where it's been like, I can't remember not doing this, so it does seem long, but at the same time, it's like, we didn't start 10 years ago. There's no way. But YouTube doesn't lie. Well, they do, but the video release dates are out there, so yeah.
So
it's crazy.
So we've managed to release 520 episodes of Trekyards consecutive without missing a single one.
Yep. Every Saturday, man. And then all
Imagine
the filler stuff in between.
Imagine saying that when we started. So how long do you think you're going to do this for? Me and my old university, student halls, that giant room, and you looking up at your whatever. So Stuart, do you want to make 520 weekly episodes?
No. Sounds incredibly insane.
520.
Yeah.
That's not 520 weeks. That's not 520 days. That's weeks.
If we pause, it's 520 weeks of consistent videos. That's got to be a YouTube record or something. Yeah, we should get a special award from YouTube for it.
Oi.
Considering it's just the two of us doing it. That's the other thing. We don't have a team of people behind us like Trek Culture or whatever, with editors and writers, and we're just the talent. I mean, we kind of do all of it, right? So, and we do have a team. Like, we got our moderators and stuff, and we got Matt Boardman and Brett who do like some background stuff. And
the extra stuff that enhances, but all the core stuff is always us.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. But guys, final 10 minutes. Is there any closing thoughts on this anniversary day? I don't remember where I was the first day of Trekyards, but that's because I was there doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, how many bloopers or whatever recording that. I remember looking at camera awkwardly because it was further away than... I remember thinking, I'm not doing it like YouTubers. I'm going to look at the camera because that's the important thing. So I had to
you had the door behind you.
That door behind me. So I'd look down to read the script and up in between, and there's a far more distinct that. And now, of course, it's more, we're better at doing it.
Yeah. Plus, I have a better setup. Totally, like 2 screens and shit going on. So,
I have to work out time zones and such. First time working out interactive time zones, and still on Skype. Thank you, Skype. 10 years of Skype.
Still with a Hotmail address.
I don't know why people dislike it, but okay.
Yeah.
And
just to jump in real quick, because you asked Andrew the question of which fanzine, he said it's for the UK newsletter for Starfleet, the International Star Trek fan organization.
Hey, if you ever want to interview us for Trekyards or me for Trek Shorts, we'd be happy to chat. I love talking about my fan films because I do lots and they're all complicated and hard to do. Trekyards at Hangout.com.
And Philip Gaming is here. He played a Vulcan in Picard Season 3. Got to meet him in Vegas. And hello, Philip. How's it going?
Probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Yahoo. Man, I do remember the first promo that we had to film 4 or 5 times because it was the audio and the sync.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where we knew each other's jokes. We were still making them because they're still good jokes, but we knew the jokes and the setups and payoffs.
Wasn't quite as naturalistic, but we tried.
But it was acting then, because we were acting the first time again. Like, I remember the weather joke that I made every time. Because you're always asking this person about the weather, all the time. Every fucking time.
Samuel from the UK.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's cringy.
Yeah.
I can't even watch that first one anymore. We'll have to fire that up for the
Yep.
Drunkyards on the 19th.
Ooh, be funny to do
If
like
you want to see us be embarrassed.
we should do like a super chat for like watch an old video, like 5 minutes of an old video or something. So you can pick a possibly cringe moment for us to rewatch.
We should just watch segments from different videos and then critique ourselves afterwards.
With a super chat though, so that keeps it all going. Because I'm wondering, I don't remember how editing that first one though. Because I remember you in the car announcing us, and I was like, he did it in his car, really?
Yeah. Well, that's just when I kept my.
Could have done it anywhere. Did it in his car.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's more natural that way.
Yeah.
Lazarus 2 says, the only thing I can think of is, did you think back then that you'd have all of the Star Trek designers on the show? No. Doug Drexler started that trend. He was our first. So. And he points that out every goddamn time we talk to him, which is fair.
Pretty much.
He's the reason Trekyards exists and is so popular.
All because of him. Oh, the old promo.
Are you watching it now?
I just love the fact that your glasses are so damn reflective. It's so
I didn't
distracting.
have anti-reflective material on them back then.
It makes all the difference, and my hair is not good. But it was in between the uni things. Oh, it's just... I remember making the L car as well. I remember it was very annoying, because I had little access to things. Dear me. Dear me, guys. Dear me.
Anyways, I think we'll call it there, guys.
Yes, and you guys have really shown support today. Really means a lot to us. Loads of you turned up. Loads of great memories. Loads of 3 hours flown by. Really makes us feel loved. Because we make the content for you, but it's nice to be appreciated back. So we do love you guys, and join us for the next Saturday live, which of course I did put the poll about. The Drunkyards, which will be even crazier because it'll be the same reminiscing with more prepped stuff and booze. Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right. Well, hit like if you haven't already, and thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everybody that super chatted. Everybody that was here, whether you super chat or not, you're fantastic. Like I said at the beginning, if it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no us. So you keep us going.
Yeah. We do this for you, and you guys coming for us. So it's a lovely system.
Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. So thanks for 10. Here's to however many more as we outlast Stranger Worlds, outlast Lower Decks, outlast Prodigy, outlast... Huh.
Well, we've outlasted TNG. We've outlasted all of them, so...
Yeah, no, but we existed... But we've made content before Lower Decks was a gleam in the eye, and after it'll have died.
Yep.
That's crazy. And yet still no another JJ film.
Yeah, still no JJ.
We've not seen Star Trek... We've seen 7 Star Trek 4s be announced. We've outlived 5 Star Trek 4s.
Including Quentin Tarantino one. Yeah. Crazy.
So we'll see you in Star Trek 4. Our 20th anniversary.
We'll just be getting the trailer for it.
Yep.
Speaking of trailers, we'll be talking about the Lower Decks one next week. So
And tune in for our 2 videos this weekend. Saturday will be a Federation ship, and Sunday will be our next anniversary special, which I handpicked. So huzzah!
yes. So until next time, he's Commander Cocky.
He's got a Foley.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.